Hey everybody, welcome back. Devin the OG, the original Grognard for Lock and Load Publishing, and we are here, day 3, the final day of the Virtual San Diego Historicon 2021, and we are back to World at War 85 because we just love this game so much. Always with me, running the show, our point man, our lead man himself, award-winning game designer Keith Tracton.
Hi, everybody. Welcome.
And we've also got a couple observers and participants. Aaron is here as well.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. And Edgar is here as well.
Long-time listener, first-time caller. Thanks for having me.
All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and step back and let Keith do his magic.
All right. Actually, I have to request if you can assign me something that can move counters, because right now I think I'm.
Yes. You should be good to go now.
Okay. So I wanted to get started. This scenario is scenario 15, Into the Mist. It's the first East German scenario, and it actually is a setup. It's a setup where the East Germans are crossing the river and approaching the initial U.S. position. So there's a U.S. mechanized infantry company. Not a whole lot of firepower. They're really in a delaying position. They're going to set up west of hex row H. Make sure it's not inclusive. Inclusive. Okay, so they can set up from H to the west. And then coming on the board, the East Germans are sending in a portion of their motorized rifle troops, which are these red ones here, as basically scouts. And then they'll be reinforcing that with a battalion of T-72s and the rest of the motorized rifle battalions. It is a 12-turn scenario, which is a long scenario for the size of the map, but there's going to be a lot going on because it's so small when the American reinforcements come on, which includes a company of M1 Abrams and a company of M60A3 Pattons. It's going to be a knife fight right out of the gate. There is not any artillery in this game, so it's just pure fighting. And my understanding is there's not any air either.
No air.
However, the first 3 turns, a lot of people haven't seen weather in World War 85, but there was a weather result on the battlefield events table, and there is a weather table to go with that. We just chosen to start this scenario with the weather level at 3, and that's heavy mist. So, that's out of the mist is the name of the scenario. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is, actually, I'm going to ask if you guys wouldn't mind sort of team playing NATO, and I'll do the pact. So your setup would be anywhere, like I said, where the 2 ops complete markers, that hex row, anywhere in that hex row and west. The north marker is up there in one corner. So towards the north marker, basically, anywhere in there. We're going to be coming on from... Your scouts report that we're coming on from map 3 hex W4. Yes. So that would be over here. Yeah, right over here where these guys all are, basically. That's our entrance hex. And for your reference, our reinforcements are coming in right behind there. So everybody's coming down that road, basically. Your reinforcements are coming in turn 2. You get the M60s, and they come in. Hang on, I'm reading this here. A1. So they're actually coming in the corner. Oops, that's the objective. Why did I put an objective marker there? I just screwed that up, Devin. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Objective B is 3A4.
Yep.
There we go. Okay. What I meant to do was take this. Your entrance hex is here. So that's where your 2 companies are going to be coming in. Again, one on turn 2, one on turn 3. Victory conditions. I'm going to secretly choose. And I guess I'm going to, I don't know, I'll email this to Devin. One of the 2 objectives that are listed in the scenario, either objective B or objective C. Objective A is a town that if I exit 2 or fewer units, but I control that objective, the game's a draw. If I exit at least 3 ground units, from either objective B or objective C, then I'm going to win. So if I do 2 or less, I don't exit anybody, but I take objective A, it's a draw. If you hold me out of objective A and I don't exit 3 or more ground units, then it's a U.S. win. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So it sounds like you're going to be holding stuff off here.
Real quick, Paul has joined us as well watching. Paul, are you an attendee, or are you just going to be sitting back and watching?
I'm just watching. I'm going to be bailing at noon.
Okay, not a problem.
Gotcha.
We're glad to have you.
All right. So it looks like if you guys intend to like seize town A, which would be a good thing for those infantry, you might want to start farther south on the map, closer to hex row H. If you have other ideas of how to, maybe not protect A and protect people from exiting, you may want to set up toward B or C. If I can offer a recommendation, I would think set up close to A and run to get into A as quickly as possible before the motorized rifle comes down the road. Because if you're there first, now you're fighting from the objective, and I'm a big fan of that.
That seems like a great idea, just because we also probably will get a little bit more activation, so we can probably get there faster.
Right. And also, I can say that your anti-tank assets are pretty much limited to, you have 2 Dragon sets of teams, and they're very short-ranged. Their base range is 4. You're not going to get more than 8 out of them at long range. And since it's heavy mist, basically, if you're at long range, instead of being the normal +1 to your 2 hit, it's going to be +2. I think I'm gonna go over real fast what the weather effects are. Because it's heavy mist, the maximum line of sight is 7 hexes anyway until the mist lift. Oh, the mist will lift on turn 3, I think, Dev?
I believe it is turn 3, yes.
Right.
That's typically what you've done in most of the scenarios, is that if there's a weather condition or a night condition that is partial, it usually ends on turn 3.
Right. After that, you're like, I want to shoot. So I'll double check that because I have the scenario book behind this player aid here. If you do shoot at long range again, it's a +2 to your 2 hit. As through the entire series and every game, the maximum 2 hit is always 6. Doesn't matter how many penalties there are. The minimum firepower, which is the minimum of dice, is going to be 1. There's no point blank fire bonus when there's mist. That's really important to know. So your dragons are not going to be super.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there's just too much visibility thing going on to make that helpful. There is a defensive bonus because of bad visibility. It's an additional defensive bonus in every hex of the map of an additional die. So even in clear, you're going to get a die, which is actually helpful for your infantry, should you be caught in the open. But don't be caught in the open. So that means if you're in city and you're infantry, you're going to get 2 dice, +1 for the visibility is 3 dice. If you're concealed, you're going to have 4 dice. So weather makes a huge difference. The reason there's no close air support in helicopters is actually that in heavy mist, you would remove them for the game. Because there's no air, basically. There is one effect that there's no fires on the map, but should there be a fire if there were a fire on the map when the weather changed to heavy mist, heavy snow, torrential rain kind of a thing, we would convert those fire hexes to burnt out hexes. Basically, there's enough moisture to burn them out. And then, technically speaking, because it's mist, there is mud. So everybody takes a -1 movement point penalty on the ground. I think I'm going to die roll for that to see whether it's just mist or whether it's actually heavy rain that happened before. So I'm going to give it a 50-50 as to whether there's actually mud. If you guys, agree with that. Because I'm like, if it's heavy mist, it doesn't necessarily mean it rained. Just means the atmospheric conditions changed. So we have a variation of my own. So I'm going to roll the die fast for this dice-o-matic. 1 to 3, and it's just mist. 4 to 6, and there's mud. And there's mud. So the East Germans have their work cut out from, which is why it can be 12 turns on one map, because they're all going to be much slower. And that includes your infantry, though. So your infantry is only going to move 2 instead of 3. That affects your move and fire as well. So you're going to have 1 less movement point. So if your move and fire is 6, if you have a movement point allowance of 6, and you have 1 less movement point, now it's 5. That affects your move and fire capability. So instead of being able to go 3 and move and fire, you'd only be able to move 2 if that were the case.
So can I just ask a quick question to make sure I understand that? So it's essentially removing that modifier is not so much a -1, is it's actually removing 1 from the counter, from the printed column.
Yes, it is minus
fair to
one.
say?
Yeah, -1 movement point is available, and what's on the counter is your movement point. Is your movement point. So yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah, just to be crystal clear. All right, you do have a self-propelled mortar, which is available for onboard indirect fire or direct fire, should it see the target. And you don't have to deploy your HQ or your dragons right out of the gate. You can put them in the deployment box. Support weapons, as you guys probably know, since, like I said, this is an advanced game, you can put them on whenever you need them and want to actually fire them. Or you can put them on now, but once they are deployed to a specific infantry, they live and die with that infantry. Your HQ can also start off the map because it's the beginning of the game. But only, and I'm sorry, it can start on the map, but if it starts off the map, you still have to deploy it somewhere at the beginning, so you may as well put it on the map to start with. The East Germans are moving on the map, so their HQ can stay in the deployment box because they're already in command. Any formation that moves on the map is considered in command. So why don't we get you rolling, and would you guys mind setting up? Your M113s do not have to be carrying infantry, but that can make them a little faster, especially in the mud. Oh, and the movement point for a mud is, let me read this to get it right, except for, okay, the -1, placement indicate all -1 movement point when not, right, if you're moving by all road hexes, there's no mud penalty. Okay? So if you have a movement allowance of 6 and you move all 6 in mud, you don't have that -1. If you go off the road, now you've got 1 less, which means if you go 5 and you're like, oh, I've got 1 movement point left, I can go clear, you can't, because if you're moving off road, you'd have 1 less. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so are you guys have your cursors and?
Well, you got to remember, Edgar isn't.
Aaron is driving, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Aaron's driving.
I'm doing my best to drive, so yes.
Okay.
Edgar.
All right. Yeah. So
I'm not a tabletop sim pro, so that may be a mistake.
If you put your cursor over a counter, it's going to highlight. It should highlight.
Mm-hmm.
Dev, can you make sure that he can pick things up?
I can move.
Okay. Yeah. So when you grab it, you hold on it with your mouse.
Mic off.
And you can drag it wherever you want. There's a shadow underneath it, and if you center that shadow in a hex and then let go, it'll drop it right in the middle of the hex.
Okay, great.
Okay.
All right, Edgar.
So you guys set up, hex row H and west. Again, stacking two. Yeah, inclusive. Inclusive. So you can do H and west. Stacking is 2 units unless you're loaded in a transport.
Mm-hmm. Want to come on and rush to objective A, and if so, do we want to come on in our transports?
Yeah, I think definitely in the transports, and I think my idea is to grab the forest around it,
Okay.
and then use that as an advantage. The dragons definitely are good. The infantry definitely needs to be an A in the forest around it, I think.
Okay. So we want to go ahead and attach a dragon to.
You don't have to. You can kind of call for the dragon as you need it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's hang on.
How do they?
I thought there were 2. Let me see what I got here. I'm looking at them. Oh, there's 1 dragon. Yeah.
I know I'm putting these on the wrong order. How do I flip order? So.
Yeah, which I would just take. I'll take it off, put it on top.
Okay. Put it back on and move them.
Yeah, you can select
great.
together. Back. Yeah.
All right. Oops, wrong way.
Devin or Keith, is it possible for me to join the tabletop as an observer?
Yeah, Devin. He may have stepped away from it. Yes, however, he has control to do that. So yeah, and an observer, you won't be able to. I mean, you won't be able to move anything, but you'll be able to see them. So
Yep.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the res on the video is not super great, so that'd be nice.
Okay. All right. Hey, Devin.
You can hear Edgar on the road just because of the mud penalty. We can kind of not have to take that hit, or where are you thinking we want to start?
Yeah, I think this is fine.
Okay. And do we want to deploy HQ
Mic on.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean,
First, second.
Sorry,
I put
I
in
was AFK.
I would put it in the second one just because that way it's
Yeah.
behind the forest.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. Okay,
Ju-
and then we'll
just to
save
let-
in the.
Just to let you know, Keith, when you've got a stack of cards like that, hit the G button, it'll collapse them all together.
Okay. Hey, Dev, did you hear the request to be made a spectator?
Who wanted to be made a spectator? David just called, so I had to deal with that real quick.
No, that's right. Yeah. No, that's
yeah,
right.
this is Paul.
Oh yeah, if you want to come in as a spectator, please jump right in. I mean, you know, if you've got Tabletop Simulator, yeah, just
Look for
What's the password?
okay. The room name is San Diego Virtual Historicon or something like that. You should just look under SD. You should be able to find a World of War 85. And the password is 1234, and you can just come on in and watch from there.
I see a world at war.
WAW 85.
WAW.
Yep.
That's the. Oh, yeah, there we go.
And there you are.
There you are. Excellent.
And we do have the battlefield events in this deck, so
Nice avatar.
yeah.
All right.
I think we're set up.
Okay. All right. Nobody has the initiative for this scenario. Let me just review the special rules real fast. Heavy mist and fog. All right. So yeah. So the weather's not subject to change on turn one. And at this, so you turn two turn two, if there's a battlefield event card, it might change actually. But at the start of turn 3, the weather is automatically reduced to 0. In other words, it clears. But then it can change as usual. So turns 2 and 4 through 12, it can change as usual from a battlefield event. But turn 1, it is absolutely missed. Turn 3, it is absolutely clear until it changes otherwise. East German contingency planning. The East Germans have a designated formation card that allows either of their formations to go. That's all the scenario rules. 12 turns. There are 3 end operations cards, so it can chop things off pretty quickly because there's just an extra card in there. And if that's okay, Deb, if we could have the first card.
Indeed. Here we go. Hey, it wasn't an end ops card.
It wasn't an end ops card, and it's the Americans. All right, so you guys, the first thing, just to go through, if your HQ wasn't on, you would put it on. You'd judge to see if everybody's in command. Everybody's in command. Nobody needs to make any missile reloading checks, although the dragons might have to do that at some point. Nobody's disrupted, needs to be undisrupted. You could do on-board, you don't have any off-board artillery strikes, so we go basically straight to actions. And you guys know the actions are move and fire, direct fire, onboard indirect fire, which is your mortars along with a spotter, and then assault.
So we're thinking we move into objective A. And where did you want to deploy the infantry to?
I mean, just infantry. I think we redeploy them with the actual carriers, right?
Keep them in their transports.
Yeah, I think the goal is to drive those guys right into A, drop them off.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, probably.
All right, now they don't have enough movement points left to dismount them, but they're there.
Correct. And then we want to move these guys into A.
Possibly, maybe the forest next to it, so they can combine fire when the Russians come over the hill. But definitely first step into A, and then after that we'll figure out where we want to take him.
Okay, so let's stop there, and then we just want to bring our.
I mean, the mortar has a considerable range, but then you just want to consider if he's always in command, if he's always within 5 of your HQ, you can put him anywhere you want.
H10, I think it seems a good place.
Yeah, you can limit it. Yeah, H10 looks pretty good.
Okay, let's do it.
That way you can call for fire when you need to. All right, your guys are all ops complete, so I tend to do it like I tell all the time. That's the whole formation because it's easy.
Works for me.
Yeah. Deb, next card, please.
You got it. End ops.
There's your end ops. That's the first one. All right, when the second one is drawn, I know there's 2 left in the deck, but when the second one is drawn, then the operations phase is complete and we'll go to marker removal.
Battlefield
Ah,
event.
Ooh, all right.
Okay, so if somebody would, on the Dice-O-Matic, press the number 2, and I'll read the event since I haven't had quick access. 2 dice, and we get a 9.
That's
High-speed approach.
Yep.
Oh, okay, now this is going to be for one side or the other. When it says side affected one side, it's 1 to 3, it's NATO, and 4 to 6, it's packed. Basically, it says your troops make good time to the objective, and you activate one friendly formation for a modified formation impulse. So it's basically the same as a regular. It's like a bonus formation impulse, but you're restricted in the actions you can do because it's an approach. So you can only do move and fire. You can't do assault, which people ask about. This is an approach. It's not an assault. So you can't do assault. You can't do direct fire. You can't do onboard indirect fire. You can only do move and fire. But it's helpful if you're trying to move. So right now, if somebody would on the Dice-O-Matic hit 1 die, number 1 for 1, and again 1 to 3, and you guys get it, and a 4 to 6, and they get it. 1 to 3. All right. So you guys get another. You can basically get what you're doing. So your ops complete comes off. It's a regular formation impulse, and you guys can do your move.
So what are we thinking here, Edgar? We want to dismount into the forest with anything? What are we thinking here?
Yeah, you can dismount into the hex you're in, or into an hex.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking whether we should try and keep the transports with the infantry and take a little bit of a risk there, or should we put them in the forests in the city next door?
Yeah.
Our main fear here is that at some point tanks are gonna come over that hill. We will only get one shot at them, and then they're gonna assault. So or that's a possibility, definitely.
Yeah. So you're saying move the transports out into the forests?
Well, that's definitely one option available to us. Yeah. You know what? For 2, let's just go. Let's just stack them in that way that there's gonna be one more thing that the tanks will have to eat through if they're gonna perform an assault. So I think
there you go.
Saying that they're dismounted, but they're in the hex.
And hey, at least the M113s do provide a little bit of something to the assault.
Right. So here's one thing in Tabletop Simulator. I'm going to right-click and explode the stack, and I'm just going to move this infantry on top of that, and just to make sure the HQ would be on top of that anyway, and then repack it, and it should be in the proper order now.
What's that hotkey again?
It's a right-click. Very first command is explode stack. There you go. Yeah, you can drop counters on. If you had disruption markers to drop, you could drop them, and then repack is there you go. You got it. All good.
All right.
All right.
Handy.
A very talented individual named Mango Feet was the one who designed this for hex and counter or just counter stack games. So
that's great.
There you go.
Beautiful.
All set. Isn't that great? All right. That was the Battlefield event. You guys are ops complete. I'm going to put counters on because your mortars are not ops complete.
True.
But your transports and your infantry are, because when you dismount and you don't move, your ops complete. Aha.
Germans.
These Germans decide to come on. I'm going to clear this out here. I'm actually going to zoom in so I can see what's going on. I'm going to load up my infantry really fast. And I'm going to that over here because I don't know who's going to have the spigot. I don't know who HQ I don't need right now. All right, I'm going to lead with BMP platoon. Oh, I'm so tempted to be unconventional about this, but can we handle that?
Just remember,
this is a learning game. What is the conventional? What is the unconventional?
Okay, the conventional would be I'm going to take my infantry, even though they're the scouts. I'm going to try and establish a fire base on the other side of that hill from you guys, and start, and prepare an attack, because I have enough to make it hot for you. Mortar aside, the unconventional would be to bypass, stay on the northern side of the map, and scream across the map, hoping to get somewhere near objective B or C behind you, and get somebody off, get those 3 units off. But knowing that, we can hear the M1s and the M60s rumbling along, getting closer. Can we survive that first salvo? On the other hand, we do have Saggers and, accompanying tanks. So I think I'm going to do that. Also because it's more exciting and it's more of a risk, and there you go.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 because it's mud. Missing one guy. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because it's mud. Oh, thank you. I am going to bring the tank along the road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because, I'm sorry, 4 is just like, well, no, I can get to the road that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not like we're going really fast. I forgot about the mud, so this maybe wasn't a good idea. I should have factored that in, but there you go. All right. Ops complete. Next card.
And ops.
Here we go. Okay. So, of the formations that are in, the only one that didn't go was my T-72s, because their card is in the deck yet?
No, the T-72s.
Oh, no. So everybody who has a card in the deck has gone.
Yes.
So it's normal. It's a normal turn. So it's marker removal. So if you guys would take off your ops completes, if you can. And I'm going to advance the turn marker to turn 2. And it looks like reinforcement-wise, your M60s go here, and your M60 cards should go in the deck. Yeah, I hate that when it's like I have reinforcements, I forget to put them in the deck.
And they come in from A1.
They're going to be coming from A1, from that ops complete marker there.
Okay.
As opposed to the road.
Which is basically perfect for the objectives.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like,
Absolutely
that's why I'm like, can I take them with Saggers? Well, maybe. All right. Turn 2.
Yeah, look at that.
Here they
Speaking
come.
of the M60s.
All right. So now that we have an idea about what may be happening here, where do we want to put these guys? We got.
But we definitely kind of want. Yeah, there's definitely a long shooting lane down there.
Yeah.
Where the Russians are going to be driving down, and
Remember, it's missed.
But it's
Well, no,
missed,
see, it's missed. It hasn't. The weather hasn't changed yet.
yeah, it's missed for now, but the Russians
So
going to
this
end up
limits your line of sight to 7 hexes. The heavy miss.
If I was playing defensively, I'd probably put them in like B4. B5, B4, C5.
Right.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking too.
If you can get there, because you're coming in cross country, so you're going to have one less.
Going towards that direction, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
We're trending.
That's what I was thinking too.
Well, the good thing is it's still going to be another turn of mist before, so you're going to have time to get there, unless your formation cards just don't show up.
Which they're only moving 4, right?
Yeah, I mean, but there's 12 turns, so there's time to recoup in this scenario.
Yeah. Okay, I'm kind of with you. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it looks like a solo scenario, but there's so much to do that you definitely.
I know when I play, because I've only played solo, but I'm like reckless beyond belief with my pack units. It's like I got so many of them. Who do I care? Let them go. I'm always very defensive with NATO. So
generally speaking, at the beginning of the game, my attitude is right with yours. It's basically there's more where that came from.
Yeah. So do you want to just start moving down to B4 and C5, Edgar? That work?
I'm good with it. Let's go.
Okay, so we're coming in from here, right?
Right, and that's 1 to come on the map.
1.
Half hexes are playable.
And 2, 3. We can get to here.
Yeah.
Or just camp on. So we'll go.
Yeah, that's all you have is 4. So with the mud.
There. Sit on the camp on objective. That work?
Looks good to me.
Okay.
All right, that's complete. I'm just gonna pull this one off for confusion's sake because you guys know where it is. All right. That's it for them. So okay.
All right.
Your infantry.
We definitely don't have a mortar shot at this point, right? With the mist and
We
no
do
line.
not have a mortar shot because of the mist, which is sort of why I decided to go.
I'm not sure if I want to do anything with these guys.
Yeah, I was thinking we can just
hang out and wait.
What's there to do?
They're doing their job by holding the objective.
Yep.
All right, next one. Designate formation. I am going to have to do these guys because let's see. Wait, turn 2. Do I get my? I don't get any.
No, you don't get the.
I get the second half of the. I get the rest of the battalion, the motorized rifle battalion, and the tank battalion all on turn 3.
Yep.
So it's a good thing you guys don't have A10s. So I guess it's these guys then.
You
All right,
are going to have to deploy your headquarters.
I am going to have to deploy the headquarters, which I will do on the tank because I need him to hang back a little.
Actually, no. Those guys are recon, right? The black.
No, Black Triangle is the Saggers.
Oh,
It
the
has a
Saggers.
minimum
That's right.
range,
Yep, the
and then
minimum
the
range. Yep.
ATGM has a minimum range of 3. The Red Triangle would be the recon, and I don't think I have any of those. But let me just if you guys don't mind, there's 2, 4, 6. There's a line of sight 7. I'm not anywhere near that. It's like no way. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sticking to the road, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to go 5. I don't want to be stacked. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And oh, come on, get on the road. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. There we go. That was helpful. Get this out of the way here. I really didn't want to move into your line of sight. Oh, here they come. I really didn't want to move into your line of sight, just kind of barreling through. I mean, I have a slight, I have range comparability, I should say, with the NATO 105, versus the Sagger. But out at long range, I have no compunction about firing off as many Saggers as I have.
Let's take a
Stupid mist.
headquarters.
But it's helping you. I know, but it's still getting.
It is. It's very helpful. All right, I'm just gonna do this the old-fashioned way. What do we want to do with our third?
I would stack him with the first unit.
The C5. Okay.
You can. Yeah, I think that's the best.
Okay.
Theoretically, we could put them in the city up a little bit higher, I think, but they might be out of range of the HQ.
What's our HQ range here?
5.
1, 2, 3, 4. We could move them up to F1 if we want to.
Nah, let's just stick with the
Well,
plan.
we want
Just
1,
stack
2, 3. Yeah, we want to get there this turn.
I like him. He sticks to the plan. I like that. That's what I'm always telling my sons when they're playing. Stick to the plan.
Oh, I know, right? But it's so much more fun to completely change it every single turn.
Right.
All right, yeah, that's us. We're up complete.
And up.
Number 1.
Perfect. Great to see.
All right. So let's do this a different way. So my plan in my head is to go. Well, let me see where 7 hexes is from you because I don't want to rob you of a
river.
There. Oh, okay. So my original idea that I had as you were moving is valid. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to dismount these guys across the river. Get across the bridge. Operation Pegasus in one move. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I can only go 3. 1, 2, 3. Dismount here. And then you may as well join the party. 2, 3.
I'm guessing those troop carriers at City B don't have anything that can shoot that, right?
I'm sorry. What was that? Can you say that again?
The troop carrier at this one right there, he can't hit that, right?
No, they have line of sight.
Do they?
But they only have a range of 4. Is their long range is 4
in the
with
city?
50 calibers. Yeah.
Yeah, they just have no range.
Right, but actually, I may will just explode the stack and see. Okay, so there's one of your infantry, but he's in the carrier, right? No, you're dismounted.
No.
We're dismounted, just in the spot.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the range for them is 2.
You haven't deployed your dragon yet, right?
We have not.
Okay, so you could deploy your dragon, and now they're at long range. But again, that long range gives you a +2 to hit because of the mist. And you do have your HQ, so you're going to get like 6 dice to make 6. So you could do it, and you could do it when they move in the hex before they dismount.
we know what we're going to get end op, so why not do it?
All right.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. It's worth a shot.
Okay, literally. Oh, I'm sorry. You only have 3 dice, so you have 5.
Literally.
All right, 5 to hit 6s.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Ding.
Oh,
Yes.
That's some rolling right there.
That's a rolling. Wow. Usually it's later in the game when we have stuff like that. All right, so you just have to do a quick missile check for the infantry. The HQ's with them, so instead of being a 7, which is your morale training for that formation, you need a 9 or less, and they're fine. On 2 dice 6. Yeah, they're good. All right, you are ops complete though, so grab that counter since I happen to be. Oh, you can do it because sometimes I put it on the side, sometimes I put it on top. There you go. Okay, so I continue my move, and my next thing would have been to dismount him in there, and HQ is just going to kind of move up 1, 2, 3. Let's see, what do I want to do here? 4, 5. Yeah, well, no risk, no gain. Whatever that saying is. All right, I am all ops complete.
and up.
Okay, so your infantry pulled a card. Did your M60s pull a card?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, and
We got
card.
ours.
So all right, so everybody on the map went. All right, so turn 3, the mist clears. Okay, the weather is now clear. Now it's going to stay clear unless there's a battlefield event that says there's a weather change or a squall. So this is our opening position, if you will. All right, you guys ready?
Ready?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Start blasting.
Designated formation.
Oh, yes.
That's a shame.
Okay, so the first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to fire the hang on, something buzzed over here. I'm going to fire my T-55 AMs at your HQ M60s. See those whip antennas? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Range of 9. So I'm at normal range, which is 3 to make 6. I have my HQ, which is 5 to make 6, and that's about all I got, I guess. Yeah. So I don't know much better than you guys did, but there you go. I'll take that shot. Ah. That was my best shot too. So all right. So now we get into
Lovely.
yeah. Now it's a little more complicated. I'm gonna fire this BMP-1 here at the same HQ. The Saggers go off at 3 to make 4. You will get a defensive benefit because you are in woods, and I'm firing an anti-tank guided missile at blocking terrain. As I say to people, you know, those wires that guide the Saggers, they really don't like branches and tree trunks and stuff like that. They're not that maneuverable. All right, so this is 3 to make 4. That's better. 3. However, you get. I'll take a look here. You have 3 to make 5 because of the. You get an additional die for the woods. It's 4 to make 5, and you get another additional die because I fired anti-tank guided missiles at the woods. So it's 5 to make 5 in defense to clear 3 hits.
See if my great rolling continues.
Yeah. Oh, saved 1. All right. So
Saved 1.
first blood, you are reduced and disrupted. Because you're reduced, I'm going to make an HQ roll. Basically, it's a 1 to 3, I guess. And okay, you're okay. So your HQ is not reduced.
Yep. Where's my disrupt?
Oh, hang on. Over here. I got one.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, believe me.
No, thank you. I'm not very happy at all, but
Yeah, I know. And then I'm going to fire right down the hex spine from this one. Let's see if I can do this. That. Again to there. Again, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So again, that's 3 to make 4. Come on, hit the dice-o-matic. Ha! I got 1. I also have to make my missile check, so I'll do that after we're done here. So that's 1. You have the same 5 to make 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me make my missile checks while I'm here for the first guy. Oh, great. He's reloading. And he's reloading. This is why BMPs shouldn't be doing this. Well, I mean, as I say to people, it's like the BMPs are there, and people can disagree with it, but my feeling is the BMPs are there to protect the infantry, not the other way around.
You roll just like I do every time I fire a missile. That's
Right. Believe me, that and close air support, mine always get shot down.
Oh god. Yeah.
All right, so the last Sagar, we're definitely going to take a shot at that other M60, because that's the only one we have line of sight to. Again, the range is the same. There is one cultivated hex, but it's only one, so that's only one obscuring, so 2 obscuring would block. So I do have a clear line of sight, and I'm going to roll the blue dice. 3 to make 4. I get 2, and you have the same 5 to make 5. Well, those M60s in woods are tough when you're firing missiles at them. That's why I wanted the tank up there.
Oh, look at that roll.
Oh,
There we
nice.
go.
Mark of the NATO devil. All right, so let me roll ammo for him real fast. Of course. Yeah. But Comrade, we fired all of our stuff. Right. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If you have any outfires you want to do on them, that's fine. Because I'm going there whether you're outfiring at me or not.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think, Edgar? Did we want to?
I mean, I'm leaning towards saving those for an act. Well, you know what? Because we're gonna get an activation anyways, right? Before we can shoot.
Yeah.
So, and
Realistically, yeah, we gotta expect an activation. So we could do.
I mean, what are the odds that the instruments go again, right? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
usually the time it happens when you say that.
All right.
Yeah, right. Right.
So which one do we want to hit? Which one do we want to go for?
I
Just
don't
choose
think
a
it
hex.
matters. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
We'll
Any
start
and all.
down with we'll start with, let's just start at the top at I3. We'll go with one of our.
One of
Top to bottom. Top to bottom sounds good to me.
Okay, we'll go top to bottom.
Okay.
So we got.
You're at long range with your HE.
Yeah, we are.
So it's 3 to make 6.
3 to make 6. All right.
Yeah, and then the long range is normal because we're clear weather now. And
No.
okay.
On the first.
And you got another guy under there, right?
We do indeed. Again. 6. Top guy, still nothing. All right.
All right.
Sweet.
That wasn't in range.
You were in range though.
Not normal range.
Range of 5, right?
Range 5, right? That's it, and we're at 6.
There's
1,
6.
2,
So we're
3,
long
4.
range.
Oh, we are. Jeez. Okay. I can count honestly.
If you're gonna play golf, you gotta...
Yeah, but see, golf it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Very rarely do you have to go to 5. So
There you go. 5 is right out.
Yeah.
I forgot to put an ops complete more. Right. And actually, at this point, yeah, I do have to do this, and I'll tell you why I'm doing this. Because I actually have the other half of the other 2/3 of the battalion are coming on at the same time. Because they're available this turn. And make sure I'm not cheating, I'm going to verify that. Enter turn 3 or later via W4. This is the remainder of the 1/4/4 entering as reinforcements, which activate when the card's drawn, which is what happened. Okay. So, where are the rest of my troops? Devin, I look a little short here. Where's my infantry?
What did you do with the infantry? Did I not
Let me
put the
see.
I may not have put the infantry.
No. You know
there.
something?
No,
yeah,
there is no infantry.
There is no infantry, right?
Yep,
Which
you're right.
was weird. I think they're supposed to be infantry, but we're going to play it the way it's written.
Well, it's kind of big if there should be infantry. We should probably put that into the errata.
Yeah. But I know somebody had played this. I'm trying to think. But we're going to play it as written. So there you go. I didn't have all that infantry reinforcement I thought I did. This is going to be much tougher than I thought.
Well, you might not have any infantry reinforcement because you've got no support weapons with that formation. So your intent may not have been to have any infantry with the reinforcements.
And I'm not going to look at my notes right now, so. And I do have a 2S1. All right, let me get these guys moved on. Okay. And we come on the same spot as W4, so I start here. We said it's mud, right?
Yep.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I think I moved my infantry too far because it's mud.
You did. You moved them 3. Yep.
Yeah.
Not that would have changed the to-hit numbers.
No, well, for him it would have, but that's number. I mean, it would have been a defensive number, but didn't hit him. So, all right. Sorry about the delay here, guys.
Not a problem.
There we go. There. Get to see this, battalion in full flood. Hang on, I'm changing my camera here. See where BMP 1s and BMP 2s are, because that's kind of important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm going to send him there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My recon. 2S1 is going to plant himself here. He's only got 5 instead of 6. And then the rest of the T-55s. Here. And Or 5. Now he's only got 4. I'll check one thing here. Module. 3 of those, and 1 of those is 4. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to do the whole battalion in ops complete. Save us some counters. All right, next card.
I think you yanked one of your infantry off there.
Oh, did I?
Out of D.
No, I did that. I yanked like an A. I yanked like an M1 right off the map. And we're like, next turn, we're like, where did that go? I know it was sitting on the ridge. All right. The U.S. infantry down south.
So we definitely want to call that artillery shot.
Yep. You got line of sight. Where do we want
And
to
let's put the dragon on the HQ spot.
Yeah, we do have dragon in there. Sorry, I'm gonna quick this. We do. So you got the dragon in the HQ spot, which is long range to L5. We've got line of sight for it's one long range there. We've got line of sight for the
onboard indirect fire. But
if
HQ spots for him, he's fine. He just fires. If somebody else spots for him, they have to roll.
Right, so let's think here, Edgar. What do we think is our top priority here for our?
I think if we can hit the HQ priority, we probably can't. And after that, I suppose whichever does the high dice roll closest.
Saying you're trying to. Sorry, you were breaking up there for a second, so I didn't hear you very well. You were saying.
Sorry, it's pretty inspired. Saying that HQ is the highest priority target, but it's too far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you also don't have a line of sight to it.
Yeah, because you got.
Yeah. So after that, it's the stuff that is linked against the tanks on the left. So the ones where they both have line of sight to.
Yeah. So that's like what L4, L5.
That sounds good to me.
All right. So want to do off-board artillery? Let's just go for L5, or I guess L4.
Wait, do we have off-board artillery?
No, on board he meant.
On board, yeah,
Onboard.
perfect. Let's do it. I think on board is a great start.
Okay, so you fire off the 4.2s, the HQ spots, no problem there. The 4.2s have 3 to make 5, but you do have to roll for scatter first. Actually, where's our? Do we have our fire for effect marker?
Mic on.
I'm getting it. I always forget to
You
pull
can
it
just
out.
roll spotting while he's doing that. So 1d6. Just don't roll a 6. There you go.
I did
Okay,
not.
it drops where we're supposed to. No. Over here. Oops. See, why do I end up picking up the whole stack?
Okay.
Because Devin's meant to move the counters. All right, so you have, it's a light armor target, so it's 3 dice to make 5. Boom, bracketed. All right, I get 1 die for being me. But I need a 5. That's all I get. Okay. I missed, so he is reduced. Oops, hang on. And disrupted. And reloading. Yeah, we had a East German T-72 yesterday in the scenario who was having a bad day. It's like, reduced, disrupted, in a minefield. The artillery dropping on his head.
Yeah, but he still managed to wipe out the platoon that was giving him so much
did.
grief.
He did. That's what I like about this game. He did. All right, so that was your mortars.
Mortars, we want to go with the dragon there, Hiker.
Yeah, so the dragon
Thinking.
is long range, so that's 3 to make 5 plus 2 for the HQ is 5.
Perfect.
Is that right?
Is that 5 to make 5?
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Ping, ping.
Ooh.
Wow. All right, I get 1. Oh, man. First blood. Well,
He's
he's
not.
not reloading.
He's not reloading anymore.
There's no fire because he's out in the field, right?
Right. Yeah, he's out in the clear.
Yeah, I always look out for the. I'm a huge fan of fire, and so I always keep an eye out for where's the 3 hits.
On a
Where's the
roll
3
for it.
hits at?
Where's the 3? That's right. He always reminds me, so I don't have to remember. Great. All right. So,
I think that's good for us.
anything else you guys want to do with them?
I don't think so. I think that was pretty effective.
Yeah, I'll say.
What do you think, Edgar? Are we good?
Well, yes, yeah, because we don't want to leave. We the second infantry up. We drive down the road, so I guess we're probably good.
Yeah. Okay. We'll stay here.
Great. Okay. M60s are up. Okay, so you can shift your HQ if you want. That's the first thing. Or you can leave them there to help undisrupt.
I think we probably want to undisrupt. Edgar, agree?
Yeah.
All right, so there's no reloading on those guys, so you can roll your undisrupt with a 2 bonus. Makes it. All right, disruption comes off.
Nice. Yeah.
It's like the world's largest disruption marker.
Very big.
Yeah, for every time I set one of these scenarios up, I have to rescale everything depending if it's 1, 2, or 3 maps, and
Right.
sometimes I don't get all the counters scaled the way they should. But I
Right,
figure with
right.
admin markers, not going to be a big deal.
It's not a big deal at all. In fact, some people prefer a different size.
Yeah,
admin
oh yeah,
marker.
exactly. So they're easier to spot. Yep.
Right. He's inspecting targets.
So, what's our priority here, Edgar? What are we thinking?
Well, this is gonna explode faster. So, and then again, priorities are the HQ and the disrupted one because of that. I think the HQ should shoot at the HQ.
Agreed.
And
We'll
try
start
out.
there.
Because if we can get the tank, that's great. And if the tank is eliminated, I almost said when. If the tank is eliminated, we'll go for the disrupted one.
Okay, agreed. All right, we're gonna start with our HQ. Hit your HQ.
All right.
So what's that?
2, 4, 6, 8, 9, range of 9. So it's normal range. So it sounds like 4 to make 5. It's a return salvo from this NATO 105s.
4 to make 5?
Yep. Well, he's not reduced, right? Yeah.
Well, he's marked reduced.
Oh, is he
He's
reduced?
reduced.
Oh, so it's 3 to make 5. Well,
Oh.
you're the HQ, so it's 5 to make 5, yeah.
Yeah, 5 to make 5. Okay.
And I've got 2 to make 6 because these guys are made of paper.
Okay, so he's reduced, but he's got 2. Yeah, so 5 to make 5.
Yeah, he hasn't even rolled his attack dice yet, Keith.
Oh.
I rolled 4 by accident, so let me roll a 5.
Oh, yeah.
1.
1, okay. I'm not going to reroll my defense, so I'm going to take the disruption. And you may proceed.
I hit him again.
I'm toying with the size of the markers.
Now we're just 4 to make 5. 3 more. All of a sudden rolling well.
There you go. He is dead. Did I mention he's dead? Okay, my HQ is suppressed, so he is flipped and goes to the suppressed box, which is not helpful for that many troops.
Take a pot shot at the disrupted unit, Edgar. That's what I'm thinking. Agreed?
Total agree.
All right. We'll do again. So that's 4 more to make 5. Jeez, 2 more.
Ugh. And I
Never
only
have
get...
this kind of luck.
Doesn't matter what you roll, Keith. He's dead.
There we go. Yeah. but roll dice.
Oh, Jack is complete.
Thank you. Look, I have cover. It was a poor man's smokescreen.
So is that it for the patents?
That is it.
All right.
Alrighty. Guess who gets to go again?
Follow through.
Yeah, because it's working. Keep going, I guess.
Yeah, I think we'll start with the HQ unit here. We'll pop at the old missile reloading guy. So what are we making there? That's 6 to 5.
From the full strength guy? From the reduced guy?
Oh, the reduced strength guy's 5 to make 5. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 more.
Ooh.
Mic off.
See if I can save 1. No, it's because I'm using NATO dice. Alrighty.
Shoot again. This one will be.
This is 4 to make
5. No.
Miss. Ooh.
Let's try one more time, right, Edgar?
Please.
See if we can get 1 more.
1. Ah, so I had 6 come up. All right. Nice grouping.
That's us.
Next card.
Mic on.
Thank you, sir. Aha.
Mic off.
Okay. HQ is suppressed, so he does not come back on. So I got to roll command for all these guys. So I'm going to go top to bottom, left to right, starting in J3. Out. Other infantry is out. And the BMP is in, of course. Oh, we got an out. Got an out. Got an in. And then again, top to bottom, left to right for the back group. Out. Out. In. In. It's like an exercise. Okay, and then starting with the tank, the top of the next row. In, out, out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe out. Oh, and the one on the bottom there. Oh wait, he's recon. No, so the recon in T8 is always in command. And then so the BMP2 in was that U8 takes that 8, so he's out. And then we'll go with the T55 AM hex is out, and then the 2S1, which is probably most important, is out. All right, I am going to attempt to reload this disrupted guy over here.
I will say, I don't think I've ever seen that many out of command markers on the board at once.
Yeah, well, you know,
Yeah,
you tend to keep your packed stuff together, and I tend to like go, oh, I've got so many on the screen. All right, he's still reloading. Excuse me, he's out of ammo because he missed his reloading because he's an APC. He used his last. He is disrupted. We're going to roll to undisrupt him. He's still in command though, which is good. However, he is still disrupted. All right, nobody else disrupted. I don't have any off-board artillery, so we go do what actions we can do. Well, this simplifies things. Let's see if we can get into some cover. So I've got 2 infantry there. I can't go across that bridge. Basically, go anywhere else I want to go, as long as I don't get closer to somebody in line of sight. So I think what we're going to do is go here. Now, here's a situation where I'm not getting any closer to who's in line of sight, but now I'm in line of sight of somebody else. So I have to stop because I'm in line of sight of the infantry down here. All right, so I'm going to stop there. He's going to be ops complete. These other guys, I'm so far away I can't even tell if they're BMP 1s or 2s. Okay. Recon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it for mud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not going to move and fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4. He's only got 5 because of the mud. 1, 2, 3, 4 because of the mud. He's gonna move and fire, I think. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So it's long range, but he's already a 6. 3 to make 6. Soviets moving up to full is -2. So it's a 1 to make 6. It's a ping, but there's no reason not to. 4. Yeah, there we go. Nothing. All right. So these guys are ops complete. Those guys are out of command. Remember, out of command, you may not be able to move, may not be able to fire, but you can't op fire. So, kind of important for the infantry. I think that's everybody. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Let me get an ops complete marker here. All right. Battlefield event. If you guys would roll a 2 die 6, I'll be happy to read the event.
2.
A 2. Higher Command HQ. A higher headquarters has sent staff officers forward to assist on the battlefield. This could be really helpful for me. And it's possible I would immediately flip one of your reduced HQs to its underdue side, or, if possible, remove an HQ from your suppressed box and stack it with a unit. Which I would really like. So it is a one side or the other. So if you guys roll a die 6, 1 to 3, you guys get it. Not that you need it. And 4 to 6, and I get it. Oh, look at that. Okay. So I get my HQ back a little early. I'm actually going to put him... He's reduced, so his range is only 3, so I'm going to put him smack in the middle of these guys, because I got to bring them up. Not that it really helped, because I think the designated formation card came out already, didn't it?
I
yes,
believe
that was the first one.
Yeah, so I mean, it would have been nice. Oh, wait, did you put my tanks in the mix, Dev?
Yes.
The card? It's sitting on the side.
Card there. That one,
You think infantry is bad.
It's in there now.
All right, cool. All right, that's it for that battlefield event. I like that event, actually, but that timing was...
Oh, yeah. I've been playing solo, and for the first few, I didn't play with the battlefield events, and the second I did, I was like, okay, this just adds so much time.
Yes, yes.
I agree.
Oh, tanks.
Hey, here they are.
All right. So I do have 10. I just wanted to make sure. And they're still coming in the same spot. And they are fortunately T-72, so they're a little bit faster. HQ is in the box. HQ is in the box. One. I got a critical decision to make. What am I going to do? 12 turns. We're on turn 3. One, two, three, four, 5. Move these as fast as I can here, guys.
You just have so many units.
Yeah.
Sounds like a humble brag, to be honest.
Yeah, until they start dying.
Russian units don't die; they just become cover.
Yeah, they become cover, and they become the second line. Ah, the M1s.
They're
Excellent.
on A1, right?
Yeah, they're coming in A1. Yes.
So, all right. What are we thinking here, Edgar? What's the?
I mean, there's a city up north that's going to provide us some nice cover.
Yeah.
That's one option. If I can just see the map a little bit more, I'm curious what exit points that those T-72s will have. They could run down south. I don't think he's going to do that. So yeah, I think North City is my first pick.
Yeah, the F1G1.
Yeah.
Move over there. Okay. So how many do we have? Just 3. Okay. So you can come on at 1, 2, 3, 4. Only move to there. That's as far as we can get.
That sounds right.
We'll stack 2 there, and then we want to just leave 1 on top of the hill.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
So I don't think we can. Can we move down? Actually, hold on. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't move into the cultivated, right?
Yeah,
Due to
I
the
think
mud.
yeah, this is fine.
Okay.
Well, no, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah. 2 points to move into the cultivated.
Yeah,
Right.
Have it because of the mud.
I will caution you. M1, anything on a hill, on a bald hill, you do get a +1 for direct fire, but you are still exposed. You're still in the clear.
Exactly.
Just so you know. Just putting that out there.
What could go wrong?
Exactly. It's time for us to be a little risky now. We'll see what happens.
Right.
All right, that's us.
First
First
ops.
ops, right?
Yep.
All right, just so you guys know, I did send my objective to Devin by message on Discord.
Yep, I see it.
Great.
You don't want me to tell them that, right?
No, I don't want to. No, you're not supposed to tell them that. But
Okay. Just want to
need a neutral party to have it.
Yep, I got it. All right, so first end ops card. The U.S. infantry.
I mean, mortars and rockets. That's all.
I was just saying, they're not running out of targets.
Yeah.
No. So what's the new priority for us here?
Vehicles at this point.
Yeah.
Biggest vehicles.
See anybody, unfortunately. There's vehicles up there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move these off to
Want
the
to hit
side.
this? Yeah. So we've got leading vehicle in N4. We got line of sight too, right?
Yes,
With
yes,
our
we do.
HQ. That'd be
That's
long
getting a lot of
range
mileage
with
out of
the
this
dragon too. Yeah, we'll get long range out of the dragon too. So
Yeah, but there have been 2 scenarios this weekend that the Dragon's in and getting a lot of mileage out of it.
Really? So let's want to go after this one in N4. That work for you, Edgar?
I would take the artillery shot first, and then
Yeah.
after that, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go artillery. So I gotta roll my fire perfect, just 1d6.
Yeah, 1d6.
Hit a
Just
6.
don't roll a 6.
Okay.
Where are we dropping that? On the lead unit?
The lead unit, yeah. So
That one there?
And 4.
So it says 3 dice to make 5.
So actually, a quick rules question on this. I
Yes.
noticed that in the World War II one, it's much more difficult to get that artillery on this. This is just to reflect how much more accurate artillery is in 85.
I don't think the two were developed together in terms of artillery systems. I know. In other words, I wasn't looking at Nations at War when I was working with to do this. It's
really?
basic,
Mic
you know,
off.
percentage-based
Mic on.
accuracy kind of a thing with a 150-yard target kind of a thing. So 17% seems to be, you know, reasonable enough.
Yeah.
And again, you have to kind of have to factor that in for, you know, a game. It's like, because
Yeah.
I'm sure there's artillery data that says what that accuracy might be, but it's either too accurate for a game or not accurate enough for a game, so you kind of get one that feels right. So 1 out of 6 seems to feel right.
Nations of
Sounds
War
good.
was developed off of the original World at War series, and as
Okay.
Keith said, he didn't really pay too much attention to that when he was converting the original World at War to the current World at War. So whereas
Okay.
both systems share a lot of the same DNA, there is some differences just because it's not syncretic evolution and both of them being developed at the same time by the same
Yeah, that's why
people,
you can use
so.
the solitaire, the solo assistant for both, because they're so similar. But there's a table in the solo assistant rulebook that interprets what's on the solo cards for each game, because the phrasing is different, and also artillery happens at a different time
Yep.
in Nations at War turn sequence, so that applies for that too. So, all right, did you roll? Didn't you? What'd you roll? One. You got one hit. All right, so and I have 1 die in response, basically, because I'm light armor. That's all I get. Oh my goodness, I have like no saves. All right, he's disrupted. And then you were going to fire your dragon.
We're gonna dragon shot at him there.
All right,
So that's
dragon
gonna
has-
be 5 to hit 5.
Yeah, 5 to hit, and you have 5 dice if you include the HQ.
Yeah. So we'll go 5 to hit 5. 9.
Oh yeah. All right, make your ammo check roll for that. He makes it. All right. Your just ops complete, and then you just got to figure out if you want to do anything with that last infantry.
Yeah. What are we thinking? Are we just fine holding steady here?
You know, I think we're doing okay.
Yeah. I kind of feel like it's acceptable for us just to hang back. So we're good.
And one.
All right. Finish. So let's just go here.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
That's where we're going to go, right, Edgar?
I think that's fine. Yeah.
Make sure you put your headquarters up.
Oh, yep. Thank you.
Yep.
So do we want to do any move and fire, or do we want to leave ourselves here? I mean, I guess we're...
Let's go.
Do we want to do any move and fire with that?
but they can't, yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you, Edgar.
Sorry. I won't. My is cutting, so just lead it.
Okay. We'll move over here. We'll continue to play defensive.
And the next one's going to be in turn. There we go, in turn.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
So these markers.
Did a marker removal.
Yep. Yeah, he keeps saying end turn, but it's end ops phase.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's going to be all these out of commands. Come back here. Now, one thing the Vassal does have is you can clear all these markers with one click, but, you know, it's sort of it's a social moment.
Honestly, it's about the only thing that Vassal has that I wish Tabletop Simulator would be the
Yeah.
remove all admin. I'm sure it can be scripted in, but it would be a extremely pain in the butt to do.
Right, right. I think we got all the markers. We're on turn 4. Clear weather. we're ready to go.
We've gone in an hour and a half so far. Does anybody want to take a quick 5-minute break? Run to the bathroom, get something to drink, get something to nibble on real quick, or is everybody good?
I actually would if you guys are okay with that.
Yeah, I
Yep.
would appreciate a quick
All right.
break.
Okay.
Quick break,
Right,
and we
back
will
in 5.
resume when everybody gets back.
Yeah, I'd like that too.
Mic off.
I'll be right back, Dev.
Mic on.
Yep.
Mic off.
All right, I'm back.
Mic on.
Welcome back.
Thank you, sir. For those of you on the stream, I want to give a shout out to Devin for doing all the technical stuff and tracking all the streams and all the comments and all that stuff. If you guys have any questions, he's happy to put them forward to us in the middle of the game. I'm happy to answer them, as he probably will because he knows the game really well too.
Yep. It's been kind of quiet on Twitch so far, so.
Yeah.
And just FYI, I will be okay to deal with some server issues and hopefully a bit.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
we'll be here.
Mic off.
Hey, Dev.
Mic on.
Yes, sir.
On the Lock and Load Discord, there's a bot, Me6. I've been
Me6.
promoted.
Yes, Me6. The Me6 bot.
Is that you?
Well, no, it's not me. It's something that David actually put in, and it's got a couple different features in it. One of them is the promotions. The more posts you make in the Discord, the more ranks you get out of it. It's fluff. It doesn't really mean anything other than just something fun to do. There's a couple other things. It's the automated introduction or welcome. So whenever anybody first logs in, the Me6 bot says, "Hi, welcome." So at least people are acknowledged when they enter, because there for a while it was starting to overwhelm me with me trying to keep up with everybody that was joining.
Gotcha.
So yeah, there's just a couple little things that the Me6 bot does.
Excellent.
All automated. And if you're a Rick and Morty fan, that's where the Mr. Me6, the Mr. Me6.
Ah, okay. Because I knew it sounded familiar. So if I go to Lock and Load or text. next. Yeah, Edgar says he's away from keyboard to look at an issue. All right, Aaron will be back when he's back. So this is interesting. So yeah, now I can dig into my notes.
I think we ran into that question at one point in the dim recesses of the past, and I think you mentioned that they weren't supposed to have the infantry support with them, but I could be thinking something else.
Right, and I'm going through. I'm literally going through to see how early a draft I can find. Come on, come on. Oh, the mist. Here we go.
Mic off.
So one of the original drafts. Yeah, 7 infantry.
Mic on.
Oh, so it did have the infantry in it.
Yeah, I'm talking. Yeah, this is back in 2017.
Oh.
Oh, looks like we lost Edgar. I'm all alone.
Yeah, he apparently he's looking into a server issue because he's on the Historicon staff. So
Ah,
But he said he'd be back when he could.
right.
well, I'll try not to destroy everything in the meantime.
Yeah.
Destroy our team in the meantime.
Right.
My reckless decision making.
Hey, look at me.
All right, so we ready to draw the first
I'm
formation
ready.
card at turn 4? Alrighty.
Did we move the turn marker?
I did. It's on turn 4 now.
Okay, great.
No reinforcements.
All right.
T-72s.
Okay. HQ. Come with me. Oops. Come with me.
My OCD is screaming at the different size of the counter, so I'm trying very hard to resist trying to go through and
Whatever you
make
want to
them.
do.
No, because it'd be too much of a distraction. So
4, 5 because of the mud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Na, 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 na.
nope, can't move that far, Keith.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Or 5. Okay, I thought you were going through S2 first then, but it's the same.
No.
Yep,
no.
yep.
All right. Clear off's complete next.
Patents.
M6.
All right. Well, let's think about this here. Huh. 1, 2, 3. So I have from both my units, all my units there, I've got line of sight here I'm going to say through the Rex. I cannot remember. I don't have my terrain effects in front of me.
Rex are obscuring, so if you went to 2 of them, you wouldn't have line of sight, but only 1 you do. And it's not like lock and load tactical, where it's -1 per obscuring hex. I have to clarify that sometimes.
Okay.
Different game.
So, well, with my, I'm going to take a shot then at your disrupted unit in N4 with my reduced strength HQ unit.
Actually, your HQ, the line of sight is blocked because you treat
the hex side on
that blocking hex as obscuring, so that's too obscuring. Yeah.
Too obscuring. Okay, well then I will take a shot with one of my
forward M60s.
Yep. So
okay.
What's that? That's going to be 11. It's exactly. Is that 12 or 11?
8. It's 11.
Okay, so that's
so 4 to make 5.
4 to make 5.
Ooh.
5.
All right. So if I can save 1, which I do. Okay. So it's only reduced. Only reduced.
All right. And then I'm going to just take another shot at him with the my other 60, and that's 3.
3 hits. It's like get 1. He's dead. He's dead. Now that was 04. This guy here, or was it 05?
No, I
same guy.
Same guy. Yeah.
He's definitely gone.
I wish I would have said a different hex now, but no, it was. I could have lied and said I was doing something.
I hate when that happens. So this is like, oh man, I gotta kill the hex.
I know.
All right. More cover now. Yeah, because now you've covered the line of sight for the guys behind. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I can't see him now. I shouldn't have.
Which works both ways.
It is true. Now that I'm thinking about it, that was probably a mistake, but oh well. Keep moving along.
All right, next card. Oh, that was me. I'm sorry, I didn't see the card. All right. Well, first thing I think I'm going to do is, where's my HQ going to go? My HQ is going to go here. Yeah, Marcus should be gone. Yeah, he's going to go there. And that's a BMP1. Yeah. That way it gets the BMP2s into command. All right. So then nobody's rolling reloading. I have one guy who's disrupted, who I'm going to roll. I got to roll command. I'm sorry, I got to roll command 4, starting with this guy and moving west. So I'm going to go right to left, top to bottom. So that's... No, he's in. And then 04 out. And the other one is in. Oh, cool. And the guy who's no ammo is out. And the top infantry stack is in. And the bottom infantry is out. Okay, well, that answered my question about what I was going to do next.
So did the HQ explode again?
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
Did the HQ explode again for the Germans?
Explode?
No, he just shifted to a different position.
No, I just shifted to a different unit.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah, there it is.
And your connection seems much more stable now, Edgar. So.
Well, that's a good sign.
Yes, it does sound much better. Yes.
Oh, look at that. He's undisrupted. Oops, hang on. Let me explode this. Splody. And he is, even with the out of command penalty, he is, There we go. Okay. So guys are out of command, I don't have to worry about. However, these guys, we're going to deploy a spigot. All right, so I'm going to fire at your M1 HQ with this spigot team from the top guy. It is 3 to make 4. It's point blank range, so it's 3 to make 3. And I score 2. You have 4 to make 5, plus 1 for the city is 5 to make 5, plus 1 because I fired a missile into a city is 6 to make 5. And that's also the maximum for light and heavy armor.
All right.
Ooh.
Nothing. So
Wow.
I scored 2. So he is reduced and disrupted.
He's already reduced.
He's already reduced?
No, he was shooting at the M1,
Oh, no.
not the patents.
Yeah, not the patents. This guy here.
Oh, sorry.
M1.
I was looking at the wrong one. Yep.
All right. So, yeah, so he's reduced and disrupted. Then I got to roll for your HQ. 5. He is reduced. Not suppressed, reduced. I have to emphasize this to people. People are like, oh, if you get it, he's suppressed. It's like, no, if you get it, he's reduced. If he happens to be reduced already, then he's suppressed.
Okay.
So, that's helpful. All right, let me roll my missile check, ammo check. And, of course, he's reloading. However, that was a good first shot. And the top guy was complete. That was definitely worth it. Oh, why is he the only one in the stack? Oh, because it's leaning over. All right, let me do this. All right, so he's here. He's here. He's reloading. He's ops complete. And he's here. And then we explode the stack and then making them all nice and neat. Okay.
Well, except for that the different size counter made the non-ops complete slip beneath. So,
Oh. That's okay. And I need him too.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to move him up. 1, 2, 3. You cannot fire with the dragon if you want.
That is true. It's a long range. He hasn't been activated yet this turn. Feels like it's worth taking a shot, right, Edgar? Can't hurt.
I think I'll be fine.
All right. It's long range. We'll take a shot. That's the. So that's
3 to make 5. HQ 5 to
plus
make
the
5.
HQ 5 to make 5. All right.
Oof.
2 hits.
2 to make 6. 1 save. He's disrupted, so he stops. He is ops complete. All right. And then, do I have a line of sight there? Let me see. Oh, just missed. Just missed. However, that means he has.
Maybe he will.
So what's the range here? 3, 6, 9, 12. He's in normal range. So we're going to fire this BMP-2. 4 dice make 4 at your mortars. So taking these guys apart. 3 hits. All right, you get 1 for being you, and you're rolling against a 6. 1 for the woods, and 1 because I fired missiles into the woods, so you have 3 to make 6. You are technically concealed, but you can only get 2 additional dice being light or heavy armor.
Oh, that's not good.
All right. That's a kill. I did get 3, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, got rid of the order support. That
you know what
He
that
did
means,
He
too.
did some work already. He put in some work.
Oh, he did. He did, absolutely. He absolutely did. You guys did really well with that.
And Keith, you also know what that means.
Look where you're at.
Three
3
uncontested
hits
hits.
in a
Oh, all right. Okay, well, I was just making. I was rolling my missile ammo, and I'm fine. So let me roll. The new fire rules are: if it's a 5, it's rubble. If it's a 6, it's fire, and it's harder to light them on fire, harder to stay on fire, and harder to go out, and it's fine. So no fire. Sorry, Dev.
No.
Fire's fun.
That was totally worth it. Next thing I'm going to do before I forget, I'm gonna move him up here, and he's ops complete. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's ops complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spread out a little bit here. Yes, spread out a little bit here. 1. I don't know. Stay put. Can't fire him or can fire him. I think I do have line of sight to somebody. Yeah, my HQ has line of sight to them.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. There's 2 obscuring, right? And so definitely not him, and definitely not him. So that's it for them. All right, so we can't do that. All right.
But you can have another unit spot for it.
I can have another unit spot for him. I think I will try that, actually. I'm going to have this BMP here try and spot your HQ infantry dragon team guys in the town there. And I need a 6 or less, basically, on 2d6 for the 2S1. They're trying to spot for the 2S1. And we do. All right, so the 2S1, 4, goes off complete. And let's see if he's on target. And of course he is not. Because I'm rolling.
Of course.
So the first one is direction, and direction north is going to be 1 in this case. Direction 2. All right, and the second die roll, and people will say, is this just for direction? It's a combination of direction and does it go a second hex. If you roll a 1 to 3, it just stays put. If you roll a 4 or a 5, it goes another hex and you roll direction again. If you roll a 6, it's a check fire, or the fire is completely in the wrong place, whatever it is. So that's the thing that people miss. All right, it goes another hex. So now I'm going to check and see, and it's 1, 2, 3. So if I roll a 4 or 5, it's going back on one of your platoons.
Yep.
4. So it drops here instead of where I anticipated. And so you only have the 1 unit, the 2 units there. You have the infantry and the and the 13.
Transport.
So this works out to be 3 to 3. Either one of them, both of them could be affected by HE. So it's 3 dice to make 4. On the top guy is 2 hits, and he's in city, so he gets 2 saves, and he is concealed, so he gets 3 dice.
Great.
Yes, 3 to make 5 or 6. Whoa! Okay.
Woohoo!
They're bomb proof.
Yeah.
And then I roll against the M113, and that only scores 1. He gets 1 for himself, and he's rolling against a 6, 1 for the city, and 1 to be concealed. So he also gets 3 to make 6, but to make 6 instead of 5 or 6. And he does not. So he's disrupted. So that did more than I expected, but not to who I wanted it. But thus we've got firepower.
Oh, and Edgar, and for anybody else watching on the stream or in Discord, I want to apologize if for some reason the screen occasionally will jerk or zoom in or zoom out. The way Tabletop Simulator is, you got to push the middle button to scroll around, and sometimes if I release it, it'll also double click it, which is a zoom in. So if you've been watching the screen, and I do this quite often, if it jerks around a lot, it's because my hands are not really good at controlling the mouse. I'm trying to force myself to use WASD to scroll around to avoid that type of issue, but for anybody who's watching, that's the reason why you will see the screen jerk around a lot. It's just my big fat fingers double clicking on things it shouldn't be double clicking on. So.
I thought it's been pretty great.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I did not move him. I should move him. I'm going to move him. Actually, I'm going to move him back here. I want him to be in command. All right. That's it for them. Next card, please.
And ups, first and ups card.
Alright. Oh,
Infantry.
here we go. All right. So they don't have any mortars anymore. Ha
It's true.
You can move your HQ if you'd like.
Yeah, I think so. I agree. You agree, or do you think? Do we want to try to?
Yeah, no.
It's just the transport. I mean, is it worth? I think. Do we want to keep him for the bonus on the dragon?
Well, there's a whole lot of people coming over the hill towards you, so this might be a good time to try and firm up that infantry.
Yeah, move him over and try to use his
Okay.
bonus there.
All right, now if they're on the infantry, they're not going to help the M113's disruption, just so you know.
Now they're on the M13.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Make your disruption removal check, since there's no ammo to check. No missile ammo. All right, he's good. All right. Disruption comes off. Okay.
All right, Edgar. What are we thinking here now?
Well, I mean, I think it's a little. How many points is B worth? Do we know? Is there what are the hidden ones?
No. I'm either trying to get 3 off of B or 3 off of C.
Oh, I see. I misremembered this. Okay, cool.
If I get somebody off but not enough off and take A, I get a draw.
Okay. So you want to hold A for sure.
I guess just pot shots with the dragon, and I guess wait for them to come over and get into punching range and probably
Yeah.
storm us.
All right. So dragon. Who could we take a shot at from here? M4.
Is there a line of sight checker in TTS? Like a little laser?
There is what you have to do, and it's sometimes a little bit difficult to do it when counters are in a hex, but if you press and hold the tab key, you'll see a little ruler show up, and then you can drag it to anywhere you want to. Now, like I said, when you're doing it inside a hex, sometimes you sometimes
Does
have to
that.
move. Yeah, you have to move the counters off of it. Also, to switch back into just normal pickup mode, in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see the little finger icon. You click on that, and that will take you out of the line of sight mode. So normally, what you do, you move the units off, you hit the tab button, get it as close to center, and then wherever you want to.
Okay.
Like so.
Great. Thank you.
Yep.
So who are we? What do you want me to trace line of sight to, Edgar? What are we looking at?
I was curious at the top left one, but I'm almost positive you can't hit it.
Top left.
The double stacks just over the river. Yeah.
Oh, there's a woods in the way.
Yeah, absolutely not. Okay, I just wanted to see.
Okay.
There's a woods and a city in a way. It's like
I didn't even see.
that beautiful hamlet and those beautiful woods. That's all you're going
We got a line of sight to M4. Clear. And it's just long range.
Also got a line of sight to that unit right there.
In Q4?
Yep.
Or O4, I should say.
And that's at extreme range. It's at 8 hexes.
Yeah.
Can't hit any of the T-72s, I'm afraid.
No. So we got M4 or O4. Edgar, you got a preference? This one's disrupted and reduced already, I think, right?
Yep, he's reduced.
Yeah.
Your call.
I think we should try to take him out too.
Actually, no, he's not reduced. But he is a tank.
Yeah, so let's just take M4. That's what I'm thinking.
Perfect.
Okay, so that's 3 to hit 5 because we moved our HQ.
Yes.
Okay.
That's more like it. It's a Yahtzee, but it's a mini Yahtzee, but it's okay.
All right, that's us on that end.
Make your missile ammo check.
Oh, sorry.
He's good.
He's good.
Thank you. All right. I think that's probably it for us for that formation.
Patents.
All right. Well, we blocked. I foolishly blew up another tank and or something and blocked line of sight to all these guys here with
and
these
gave
two
me
rats.
and gave me an approach flanked by a
so
dragon.
yeah. So we don't really have much to do with these guys right now. I'm just trying to check. What do we have? Site 2. We can hit M4 with them, right? With the guys in C5, the stack without the HQ, correct?
Yeah, because it's only going through one.
It's just only the obscuring, so we can take pot shots, Edgar, with both of the M60s and C5 at the tank we just didn't hit an M4, if that works.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. So that's so that's 4 to hit 5.
Ooh.
Oh!
3.
Ouch. Okay. Let's see what I can do with 2 to make 6 here. Nothing. How about a wreck?
How about a wreck?
No, yeah, you can grab it. Sorry.
Then.
And the cul-de-sac of death.
Or do we just... Anything else we want to take a shot at? Or just...
That was just the one shot, right? You got the other guy?
Yeah, whatever's in range.
Yeah.
Bunch of infantry, really.
Yeah. Can take 2, 3, 6. Such a long range infantry. Well, should we take a pot shot at the infantry in J3?
I don't see why not.
Okay, so that's going to be...
I'm not quite ready to give up the position, so yeah.
Yeah, 3 to hit...
Your Honor, I object.
6, right? Because we're at long range. Yeah, 3 hitting on 6.
Which one are you hitting?
Oh, that's right. There's a whole stack here.
Well, there's 2 in there. One has a spigot and his mop's complete, and one is reloading, and one is fresh.
I think we probably want to take out the one with the spigot, right? Would you agree, Edgar?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, we're going after the one with the spigot.
All right. So you've got
3 to hit 6.
3 to hit 6. Yep.
No.
All right.
So
Just lying here in the grass, watching the HE shells go by.
And then I guess we still have a shot with our HQ unit, right?
Yes. Yes, you do.
So I guess we'll go after you again with the HQ unit. So that would be 5 to hit 6.
4 to make 6.
4?
Yes. Because he's only got a 2-5.
Oh, he's reduced. Sorry, I keep forgetting he's been reduced. My apologies. All right, 4 to hit. Nothing.
All right. Woohoo!
So whole sticks. All right.
All right.
That's us.
Next for me.
That was productive.
Yeah.
Second in
Oh.
ops.
Okay. All right. So all my guys went. Your M1s, did they go?
I don't think so.
They did
Okay.
not. Both
I don't
formation
think
so.
cards are still.
Pull our HQ. Put it on the 2 end ops cards that are out because they're held out. So there's still 1 in the deck, but until that HQ goes, those 2 cards will stay out. The next turn can't end until they go. So they're guaranteed to go next turn. All right. Clean up. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, come back. Just top guy.
Since this is kind of a learning stream of curiosity, what do you think of our approach here? Basically, just kind of putting them in cities and setting up some firing lines and then hanging out.
I think you are doing very well because I kind of have to come to you, and I made it readily apparent that I was going to basically, come down the open area to start with to see if I could actually make some distance, but the mud's slowing me down. Your counterattack's really good, except now you've got the same thing where it's so successful. Now I've got a place to hide.
Exactly.
So I'm going to try and take advantage of that and reorganize behind it, which I'm sort of doing. But also the one thing is that because you're tied to, for example, objective A, and I have no problem telling you this because it is a learning scenario. My goal right now is I'm in position to do two things. One is to call down that 2S1 fire and clear that city on its own, or at least disrupt you enough that once those tanks roll up that hill, now I can assault it. So I'm pretty much guaranteed I'm going to get objective A somehow. I think I have enough force to do it because of the artillery. Meantime, anytime I can throw that artillery down at one of your tanks, it's just going to help. Also, I can start dropping smoke, and that's really going to help. That spigot up front, taking out that half step of the M1s, that was really helpful. And to continue to because if I can whittle them down, there's a whole battalion of T-72s coming up to reinforce them. So I'm on the surface, you're doing the right thing. You're doing everything right. But now you get into that NATO question of, well, what do we do once he actually gets close?
Yeah.
Not that I'm there yet. I mean, the South, I'm also, I can tell you right now, I'm all set to start dropping artillery on that hill city hex. And that's my plan. The BMP is a ruse. Well, it's not, because it actually does have, it has it's a BMP2, so it has a 30 millimeter, auto cannon on it. But I can start peppering you. I can take out the M113. I might even start fire, as Devin wants me to. But the T-55AMs are enough to handle, because your Dragon is out of position to support the guys up on the hill.
Yeah.
So those T-55s have pretty much a clear shot to get to your HQ. You have to make the choice. Do you reposition the Dragons, which changes it or not? That's why the game's always developed for me, because I'm like, yeah, I'm doing really well. And I'm like, oh my God. There's still, this is turn 5. There's still 7 turns to go.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to leverage all 12 turns because I know I'm going to get my nose kicked in, as you can see, to start with, but I've got enough forces that I'm going to have a fresh battalion coming down on you in close range, and we'll see. I may not make it. I may screw it up. I mean, I'm known for doing that, where it's like, I've got this perfect move, and now I put myself in a totally exposed position in an obstacle fleet, and now you're going to kill me.
I mean, for a Soviet tank battalion, that it's possible over 7 turns, you'll only get like 4 activations total.
Right,
Means that
right.
You might not even be able to exit off the board.
Right, exactly. But if you think about it that way, if you get 4, if you average 4, and you have 6 movement points, that's 24 hexes without a row. Just clear. The maps are 23 hexes across if you want to go into the math of it. So you can actually make. We do bear that in mind. But in this case, it's like you kind of have to keep going.
Right.
12 turns, you're going to get a certain right, but you have to keep going. So that's why I'm trying to, get to the roads, if not stay on the roads. But I have to actually clear you in order to do that. Clearing A and having a straight shot to C, if I've picked C, I'm winning. If I haven't picked C, I still have to clear those M60s, or at least get past them. Either way.
And then I'm going to say that this has been very helpful. Thank you very much. It's 1 p.m., so I am back on call. And I just want to say I appreciated the tutorial here.
Andrew, thank you so much for participating. It was so much fun to have you.
We appreciate you being here.
It was an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
All right, take it. All right, Aaron, it's you and me.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, let me.
To the bloody end.
The bloody end. Got the last of my my things here. All right, we're on turn 5, right?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Dev?
Mic on.
Hang on a sec. I had to step away from the keyboard.
Yep.
Great thing about having a wireless headset, I can wander around the house now. So. I am not shackled to the computer. All right. Battlefield event. Good way to start off the turn.
All right, Aaron, if you'll roll, I'll read. An 11. Oh, squall weather. Okay. This is a global event, meaning it just happens. An intense but localized squall crosses the battlefield. Could be rain, could be snow, could be hail, could be dust, depends on the climate. Place the squall marker in the squall box on the game track. It only lasts this turn because you rolled it out of the gate. It's the whole turn. So until the current operation phase ends, it's basically a mini version of weather level 2. So the long range fire penalty is +2 instead of being +1. Everybody on the map gains an extra +1 defensive die for this squall weather. Whether or not the hex has a terrain defensive bonus normally on the TEC, heavy and light armor are still subject to a maximum defensive bonus of 2. Units initiating an assault get a +1 firepower bonus for the duration of the squall, and that's actually different than any other weather. It's like the squall comes up, and suddenly these guys start coming out of the rain, which you were not expecting, so you get this little extra surprise value. So that can be really helpful. I can tell you that up by the M1s, part of me is contemplating, can I get close enough to assault with my infantry? But your HE fire is still too intense for the moment, so either the T-72s come up and suppress that, or I call in artillery and suppress that, or the spigot gets lucky and reduces that. But that's a whole lot of investment just to take that one city that isn't an objective. And
Yeah.
All right, so wow, that was quite the event. So right now, the squall under the weather track on the tracks there's a squall marker. We drop that in the squall box.
Actually, there is an actual squall marker, isn't there?
Yes, there is a squall marker. I thought that was what you had. Oh, you had the weather marker.
Oh, I just have the weather marker because it started off.
But there is a squall marker, and it goes in there just to indicate that, yes, there is a squall this turn. So it lasts the end of the observation phase. So, all right, next card. Wow. Okay, that changed the nature of this turn. M60.
Okay, well, I am going to continue with my I'm going to keep the faith with Edgar and I's strategy of holding off and making you come to us. So I know I'm taking definitely a reduction, but we're going to shoot at your spigot here.
Right. So you're going to be
7. So that's long range. So that's a lot.
I mean, it's basically going to be, we're talking about one of the M60s in C5, the lead ones.
Yes.
It's 3 to make 6, and I'm going to get a defensive die where I normally wouldn't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I'm going to go for.
All right. Where?
I'll try to take that.
Right. Which one are you shooting at? The spigot or the other one?
The spigot.
Okay.
So I'm 3 to make 6.
Mm-hmm.
At the top one of my stack. One. That's
all right.
something.
But at least I get one.
Yeah, you just get to defend against it.
And I fail miserably.
All right.
All right. So he's disrupted. So let's explode the stack and drop its disrupted marker on him. I think that's the right one. Yes. Well, more or less.
We'll use the second.
Second M60 for same target?
M60, same target.
Oh, another one.
One. So we'll see what
I will roll
there.
one. And get the same one. Ouch! All right, so he is reduced. He's still there.
Okay. Now, this is I cannot remember. So the spigot is attached to that unit, correct?
That's correct.
So if he's removed, the spigot goes with him.
Correct.
Then I've got to take my last shot with my HQ unit here.
Okay. Now he's
7 away.
+2 is 4 to make 6.
4 to make 6. All right, I'm going to hope for the lucky roll here.
Oh, he's dropping those HE right in my lap.
Man.
Oh, man. Ah, a save. All right. He's still there. Wow, that was holding on
All right.
by the skin of my
Okay.
teeth.
So that's their activation.
All right.
That's
Next
something.
card. Wow, that was scary.
Again.
Keep shooting.
Well, you know what? It's never too much of a good thing. We'll go with the
Right.
top unit in C5 or get the same guy again. I don't have much of a pretty straightforward here.
I'm trying to suppress those anti-tank guided missiles.
So
Those
that's
Eastern
3 for
spigots
6.
are nothing you can stick at. It's a souped up sagger.
There's 2 more sixes.
Ah! Despite the squall, he's gone.
Yep.
Yeah, all right, so just gonna
All right.
here, there, here. Obviously, he's not reloading. So annoying. All right, so that was the lead.
That was the first is the lead top unit in C5. So I'm going to continue. Let's just try to take the guy in J3 out again. We'll go with the second stack in C5.
Okay.
No 60.
Much better.
And then, do I want? No, it's not going to be able to really do much. You're not going to really get very. I am going to just mark this stack ops complete, and I'm going to save the other unit just in case you do make a run for anything for potential op fire up there. I don't know why, but I want to do it.
All right.
I got rid of the unit I wanted to be on. Oh my goodness.
Here we go. Your infantry.
Okay, so can I hit? Well, all right. So here's what I got to think about here. The dragon is at this point in time. He can't really see much of anybody down in the open fire lane there. I think he can see 04.
Yeah.
That's really about all he can hit.
Yes. That's all I can.
So he's not super valuable in this position at the moment. Kind of need to get him up on top of the hill.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't move him into
right. Because it's at the stack
11 because I'm stack limited here.
Right. So you either have to move somebody out first.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay.
Into M10 or L11 or wherever else you want to move, but not into.
Well, we can't move. I'm going to redeploy my HQ.
Well, oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. Because you have an M113 and infantry in both of those hexes, right?
I do. Yeah. So I got to move them out to make room for the new stack to come in because everybody's all right. Well, I think I got to do that because my only chance to pot shot you from any distance. I give myself something.
Right.
So, do I want to try to? I think I'm going to move I guess I'm just going to move both the M11 and the infantry down to M. So they're moved over there. I'll ops complete them in a sec. And then I'll move this stack up here.
All right, stop there.
Ops complete. Yeah.
And I'm going to take opportunity fire.
Yeah.
Because you're in the M113, right?
No, no. These units are. Oh, sorry. No, everyone's been dismounted.
Oh, so it's the M113 and the infantry, but the infantry are dismounted.
They're dismounted, yeah. So in terms of the order of who's going up, so yeah, whatever is the order you want.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire this BMP2 opportunity fire at your infantry.
Yeah.
Is the HQ with the infantry or the HQ with the M113s?
He was with the infantry.
Right. So yeah, I wanted the infantry anyway, but all right. Yeah. So I have 3 to make 5. One.
Oh.
All right. You have 2 for city. So 2 to make 5.
Don't forget bad weather.
Oh, and 1 bad weather, right? So 3 to make 5.
3 to make 5.
Yep.
Matter. So.
Oh, got 1. So he's disrupted.
Oh,
good. Disrupted the infantry. Woohoo!
All right.
That was helpful.
Wow, that's HQs. We'll just,
it's because the size of the counters.
It's the counter does that? Okay.
Yeah, it's because
we know it's the infantry that's.
Yeah, well, I can scale it.
Oh, it can scale. Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, so let's do this again, and it's the infantry.
Infantry with the dragon or disrupted. HQ. Yeah. All right.
Close enough.
Okay.
Well, yeah, good enough.
As long as we all know what's in there.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Next card.
Yep.
And then you're.
Oh yeah,
shot with the BMP, right?
Yeah.
Oops, I took the entire deck off.
You took the whole deck.
Not supposed to do that. T72s.
All right. Let me get up here. Let me zoom in. There we go. Okay. I'm going to leave my HQ in the lead. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. We're gonna chicken out. 2, 4. It's like not quite yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are done.
One.
One.
So
They get their headquarters back.
they get their deuce. Headquarters back. Disruption.
That was a good shuffle.
I always tend to do 10. 10 shuffles.
7. What's their morale at now? 6?
No, it's 7.
Is it just?
It's 7.
It's 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
You got it. Yeah.
all right. Okay, so I know where you're coming. Where do I want to? I'm trying to think. Where do I want to make my bloody stand here? Don't feel like I'm going to get into a better, I'm going to get my shot at you when you come over. It's going to just be what it's going to be. I just don't see how I'm going to realistically protect B by falling back on it. So, man, really you're going to get another, I'm going to hold, I'm going to stay put here, in terms of my movement. But it's time to start, I'm going to take some shots at who I can take a shot at. So I guess I will start, get anybody else. All right, I'm just going to start taking some pot shots at the infantry here. We'll start with units in G1. I'll do the top unit. I'll shoot at your J3, the guy on the road along the creek side there.
All right. So that's 3 to make 6, because 3 to make 5.
And what's the weather effect here?
I get a die where I wouldn't normally get a die.
You get the die. Okay, so 3 to make 5.
Mm-hmm.
3 hitting 5s. Nothing.
Miss. See, I don't have to roll.
I will do the same thing with the second unit in the stack.
Miss. Woohoo!
Bummer. All right, and then I guess just because why not? I'm going to use my HQ unit. So we're at 4 to make 5.
Aren't you reduced? Yeah. 4.
Oh, is he reduced that? So it's just 3 to make 5, right?
Yeah, it's 3 to make 5.
3 to make 5. So right. No good rolls. Right. That impulse. All right. So
excellent. That infantry platoon drew off a whole M1 company's fire.
That's pretty ridiculous. Well, I've had some pretty lucky shots so far. So
yeah, he did his job. That was his job. Go lie down in field, draw fire. But. Next card.
Oops.
Is that the first end ops?
Yep, that's the first end ops.
All right. And Mark Davis is joining us. Mark, if you'd like to play, you can jump right in. If you want to lurk, that's fine too.
Yeah, you want to help me out with strategy, please feel free.
Yeah, I'm just bouncing around looking.
That's all good. That's all good. Happy to have you pop by.
So, first I'm going to roll for disruption here on the infantry.
Oh, that comes off with a 4? Yeah.
Yep, he comes off. Let me just...
All that work to get that disruption, and he takes it right off.
All right, so I guess pretty, the obvious choices. I'm taking my, I'm going to use the dragon and shoot at whoever's in P10 there.
Okay.
So I can still point blank and squall or not?
No, he's not point blank though. Your range
he's
is
not. He's only
blank
4, right? Sorry. Okay, so but it's not. So I'm just 3 hitting 4 plus my
Three
HQ.
shooting 4,
So
yeah. Which
so
is
5.
nothing to shake a stick at.
So
yeah.
5 hitting 4.
5 to make 4, yeah. With authority.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny. All right, so I have I'm rolling against a 5 for my armor. I get 1 for being me and 1 for the squall. So that's 2 to 5. Missed. Okay, he just evaporated.
All right. Well.
Wow.
Something.
Make your missile ammo check, please.
That's correct. Thank you. So I don't forget.
Luke, cover.
3.
And he makes it. So he's good.
Yeah. All right.
Place to stop's complete.
Now, I guess it doesn't hurt. I am going to keep them. I'm going to get the units in M10 and just move them here, back into the objective hex. Force me out of it. And
Wait. Who moved back?
I moved the infantry from M10 into.
Oh, the other infantry.
Yeah. The other infantry unit. Sorry, and then I'm just gonna. That's gonna be it for me.
Right.
I'm gonna hold
Okay,
that
great.
spot.
Next.
Designated formation.
All right. I'm going to choose the motorized rifles. Should I choose the motorized rifles? No. I'm going to do the T-72s. All right. I'm going to take the HQ up first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to move and fire. So the top unit is going to be a 1 to make 4, but with the HQ is 3 to make 4. Point blank is 3 to make 3 against the stack of M1s right next to me. Of course, against the top M1 because 3 hits is the maximum I can do. 3 hits. All right, you get 4 to make 5, plus 1 for the city, 5, plus 1 for the squall, 6. That's your maximum. 6 to make 5.
5. Okay.
Oh, 2. All right, well, he's disrupted. That's helpful.
He is disrupted. That's the top unit. All right.
I'm going to continue. I'm not going to put props completes down yet because
You have
a lot of units.
You've got the second T-72.
Yeah, you've still got the other one.
Oh, second T-70 is he's just a 1.
1 to make 3.
1 to make 3, which is ping, but again, you've got 6 to make 5.
You did.
Yeah,
Okay.
close. It was worth it. It's totally worth it.
It's always worth it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is going to be a 1 to make 3, which hits. You get 6 to make 5. And we're firing on the disrupted unit, by the way.
Okay. 6 again.
Not a problem. And then I do 1 with the second guy. And he hits, and you get 6 to make 5. And I score. All right, reduced.
He is reduced.
That's helpful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same target. 1 to make 6. I want to make 3. I miss. Second guy also misses. That's annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he also does the same thing. So we've got 1, same target, and a miss. And 1 ping. And you get 6 to make 5 in defense. And there you go, you got your 1. All right. Can I see him? I can actually see him from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We are still at point blank range. Goes down the hex spine, and J1 is blocking, but it's on the edge, so there's only one of those. He has a line of sight, so we've got our same 1 to make 6. I want to make 3. Sorry, miss, and a hit.
Oh, one thing I would like to point out, and this did just get pointed out in Twitch. Jetstar did point out, didn't the U.S. save an outfire with the Blue Headquarters tank?
Oh my
Yes.
goodness, I did.
Yes, I thought. To be honest, I thought I was giving opportunity, but it by all means take it.
I completely. I didn't. I left them
take
up
it.
there
And
for
I
exactly
was
this purpose or something.
Yeah, and I was moving stacks, so pick a stack that you can see.
Yeah.
I did deliberately with the HQ give additional time, so I'm not going to give you the HQ, but any other stack you can have.
Well, we'll go then for the.
No, you can take you can take the HQ if you want, but we may have to recalculate what I fired.
No. That's fine. I'll just go with the stack in each one.
Okay.
Top unit there. All right. So what am I swinging here? Thank you to whoever in Discord or.
Right.
Let's
So you've
figure
got
that out.
you've got 5 to make 5 because it's at range. Range is 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So that's not point blank.
No.
So you've got 5 to make 5.
5 to make 5. Okay.
On the top unit there.
2.
2, and I've got 3 to make 5 plus 1 for the squall is 4 to make 5. And I scored none, so he is reduced. And
Someone else reduced too.
yeah, I apparently had them all selected. Roosted and disrupted, which is fine, and your ops complete. Okay, so and I did my last shot right, and you made the save, so I think they are all done.
Yeah, everyone's done on your side.
Right,
I
they're
didn't
all done.
save that last pink. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool. All right. Next card.
So we have another question that popped up, and I know we've
Yes.
gone over this, but just to clarify again, why 3 not to hit 4 with the T-72s?
Why 3 to hit?
Yeah.
Because it's point blank range. Their normal range is 12. So anything within 6, instead of 3 dice to make 4, it's going to be 3 dice to make 3. So when they're moving and firing, that affects the firepower of the dice, the number of dice. So the 3 firepower is reduced to 1, but the 2 hits still 3. Because it's a 5 to 15 minute turn. It's not like it's a tactical. It's not like it's a minute half or 2 minute turn where you're actually taking a single shot. It's a couple of platoons maneuvering and fighting a battle. Fighting over 5 to 15 minutes, lots of rounds going down range, kind of a thing.
Yep.
But
and Small Gray says, "Cool, thank you."
Oh, okay, great. All right. Next card. The M1s. This could be bad. Because we
He's
didn't get quite close enough.
He's not gonna get all of you.
He could.
Not even close. Well,
How
right,
even
maybe.
begin?
Well, you'd have.
No.
It's possible. It is possible. But he would have to roll lots and lots of hits.
And your point?
Well,
Have you been watching the mortars and the dragon?
All right. So first, I got to move my HQ and do my disrupt roll here.
Okay.
fail it.
No.
Are you rooting for me, Deb? That's so nice.
I am totally.
All right.
Hey, I've been on the receiving end of those M1s more times than I care to count, so I have a little sympathy for the for the Pact forces.
He's saying he has a grudge.
All
Mark
right.
off.
So we'll let me figure this bad boy here. All right. So I will.
Well, the HQ has to be with the reduced guy because the reduced guy had the disrupted marker, and you used the bonus.
Yes.
Marker,
Did I
right?
move him correctly? No, I did not. I put him on the other one.
Right.
There we go. All right.
Okay.
So I don't understand the order of the stacks, but I will be shooting with the disrupted guy with the HQ at your HQ.
Okay, there we go. All right, so you're going to have 3 dice to make 5 plus 1 for the HQ is 4 dice to make 5. Point blank range is 4 dice to make 4.
4. Right.
At the HQ platoon.
4 to 4.
Oof, 2 hits.
Only 2.
Only 2. I get 3 dice to make 5 plus 1 for the squall is 4 dice to make 5. 2 saves. Oh, yes.
Look at that.
All right.
Well, that worked out. Well, I
That
still
way you're
got
doing the reduced guy.
That was my HQ and reduce guy, and I'm going to take. I'm going to use the other unit there in G1 to shoot
Same
at your
thing.
HQ.
Right, and it's the same.
Yeah.
It ends up being the same. 4 dice to make 4.
Yeah.
1. And I've got 4 to make 5. Come on, give me 1. Give me 1. Give me 1. No! All right, so HQ is disrupted.
All right. And then I am going to use the reduced M1 to shoot at your disrupted unit in H.
Okay, give me 1 there.
So what's that? 3 to make
Flip
4. Right, 3 to make 4.
That's correct.
Nope. Nothing.
All right.
So they are both.
Oh, that went better than I thought.
Just to not make the mistake I made earlier.
Drop it on there.
All right.
Next card.
And ops.
That's the second end ops, right?
That is the second end ops.
All right. Wow.
And basically, it was your.
My red guys didn't go.
Yep, your
They did
motorized.
not.
Which is annoying because, you know, they're so
kinda need it.
disorganized. I need that HQ out there. Oop, they're falling off the table. What's going on here? Stop that.
Somehow we're missing an end ops card.
There was one on the table at the beginning of the turn because my
Yep.
M1s didn't go last turn.
But I could have swore I put that back into the deck. Let me search.
Check the deck. Can you check? Here,
Nope,
yes, he searched.
it's not in the deck.
Clone one and put it in.
Yeah, it
So we're at turn 6 now.
Yep. Squall is gone now, correct?
Squall is gone.
All's gone. All right, so we're halfway through.
The rain is lifted and there's a bunch of T-72s coming at you.
So how do you feel about your chances here, Keith, halfway through?
It will depend on what happens between the T-72s and the
Yeah.
M1s. If
I
the
feel
majority
like-
of my T-72s survive, I'm pretty confident I can clear the M60s and get 3 units off. And then as long as my HQ comes back, I should be able to keep the 2S1 in command, and then that BRDM recon is your real threat. Because he's got line of sight to that top city. If I can clear that top city with the artillery or keep it pinned down, when the tanks roll up, I'm pretty confident I can take A and exit 3 up top. But it depends. If the M1s, you know, kick my teeth in, then, you know, got a problem.
All right.
Okay.
Designated
Nope,
formation.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the tanks.
Really?
I would imagine.
Really? Really? Are you really? I'm actually going to. Yeah, I'm going to leave the disruptor. All right, so the HQ is disrupted, so he gets the +2 on that. No missile ammo, so right, I'll go right into disruption removal. So the HQ, yes, that one comes off. The other guy needs to roll against a 6, and it comes off.
Hey.
We are in good shape.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. All right, Dev, we're channeling you.
You know what I would do. There you go. Step right into them.
All right, now this is actually one of the best parts of the exploding stack, is you get to see everybody at once.
Everybody. All right. Oh,
And this is HQ on HQ, so there's a lot of dice flying around here. If you weren't reduced, I wouldn't even be trying this. I probably should, let me not do that. Let me fire first. Let me not do that. That's it. See, Dev's revving me up here because he's like, yeah, do us all. I was like, no, let me not do that.
What the people want to see.
It's what the people want. That's true. That's true. And normally I like to do that, especially in demos. But in this case, people ask about tactics. When you get this close, hopefully I will be able to say this after this happens. This is what makes the pack dangerous. If you get this close, you're not quite at full strength, but you're in a good defensive position. I'm going to open fire with my guys who are not in position to assault and see how much damage I can do. And if I can get you disrupted, I'm going in. But I'm going to start at the back and work my way to the front. so I can keep my movement points. So the guys in K1 here, they're going to fire first at your guys here with the HQ, and we're going to target the HQ with the reduced guy. So the top guy is 3 dice to make 4. It's definitely point blank range because the range is only 4 and his range is 12. So that's 3 dice to make 3. And this is these big 125 smooth bores coming down range.
Killer.
2 hits. So your HQ, again, gets the same 4 plus 1 for the city. There's no squall.
Yes, it's just
So you get 5 to make 5 instead of
5
6.
for 5s. 2 saves.
2 saves. All right. My second guy, 3 to make 3. 2 hits. 5 to make 5. 2 saves. This happens. Next stack, same thing. 3 dice to make 3. 3 hit. Wow. Okay, with authority. 5 to make 5.
No.
Okay, so here's what happens. You're already disrupted. So the 2 hits kill you, and the third one disrupts the second guy.
Yeah.
He wasn't disrupted. He was reduced.
I wasn't
He's
disrupted.
reduced.
I was reduced.
Right. So he gets disrupted, and then he's eliminated. So your HQ is still, we still roll for that. But because someone was eliminated, I'm going to add 2 to this dice roll. And again, 4, 5, or 6, and you're reduced. So, and I roll a 1 plus 2 is the only thing you could have done to not be reduced. So your HQ is still there.
Still there.
And I would point out fire check.
Oh yeah, we got to check for fire. There you go.
Oh, that's right.
And there's fire.
Oh,
All right. You must immediately retreat as if from an assault, but there's no direction. You just need to go where you can go to retreat. I believe that's the way I rewrote the rule.
Okay.
So you basically, I think your choice, and you can't, obviously, if you're retreating, the retreat rule is you can't retreat adjacent to an enemy unit, so you can't go to G2. Yeah, I'm going to let Devin do that. He's been waiting all game for this.
So I have to go.
You have to go to F1 or the F that's above F1.
Well, I'll go to F1. Well, let me think here. Yeah, I'm going to just come through me.
Now, that actually helped you, because if I'm going to assault, it throws me into the line of fire of the M60s who are on Overwatch.
It's true.
All right, that was my top. That was my top guy in that stack, I think. No, this is the bottom guy. I fired.
You did. Yeah, that's that.
Fired both of them. All right. Now I think we're going to shift fire to the M60s, because now it's sort of that the stupid fire dev threw off my plans, because I really don't want to walk in front of those.
You blew me up too much. Come on.
I blew you up too much. Exactly. So that's why I said it. You never know until you actually do it. Like, oh, I didn't know there was going to be a fire. That's ridiculous. I'm like, no, just shoot at him. So the guys in I-1 are going to hit your M60 HQ. I'm going to start with the top guy. It's just a basic shot, 3 to make 4. And that's 2. You get 1 for the woods and 3 to make 5. So you get 4 to make 5.
He's concealed.
Oh, he's concealed, right. 5 to make 5.
Okay. Roll again. 5 to make 3 saves.
Oof. All right. Second guy, same thing. 3 to make 4. You get 1. You've got 5 to make 5. Miss.
Awesome.
All right, 1. So the HQ is disrupted. And my guys are ops complete. All right. Let me see if I can actually pick off these other M60s. I'm actually going to fire my HQ off with the top guy, and that means I have 5 to make 4 on your top M60 in C5. I'm trying to suppress.
Are you sure you've got line of sight?
Yes. No. Oh, crap. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Ah! All right, and then I have to shift with the other guys. All right, so I'm going to do the 2 to make 4.
Hang on, Keith. If you shoot with them, you're not going to be able to move the headquarters guys because you will be trapped. There's 2 units in H1 already. and there's 2 units in I-1. If you shoot with the units in H1 without clearing them out first, you're not going to be able to move your headquarters unit.
Are you allowed to make so much sense?
Yes, I am. It happens so rarely that when it does...
This is the designated formation card, though, right? So realistically,
yes, this is the designated formation.
you have a chance to activate them again, but yeah.
But I'm going to do this. I'm going to go 1.
I will take the hop fire.
Now, these guys who serve, no, they're not ops complete for coming out of that. You got a disrupted guy here.
Yeah.
And who's disrupted? The HQ.
The HQ is disrupted, and he was on.
And the other guy retreated from the fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the full strength guy is there, and he's going
So I would shoot. Well, no, the fire completely blocks along that hex side. That's one thing about fire. So I would have to move or do something else. So
and here's a question that someone brought up in Twitch. Do you get the wreck with the fire? Since you
wrecks are removed. Yeah, if you read the actual fire section, it says when you place the fire, you remove wrecks. Minefields stay, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, because the fire may go out.
Excellent.
All right.
Sorry it took a little bit to catch that, Jetstar.
No, that's all right. Yeah, so basically if I move, that last time 1 gets a shot, and then he's got the 2 patents that can get a shot. So there's a lot of stuff going on here that I think I'm... part of me is like, no guts, no glory. I'm like, all I'm doing is sacrificing 2 platoons if I move them out there. And the...
Potentially.
I can't even, it's just... I think I did the best I could right there. So I'm going to err on the side of caution because there's a second card coming in, but I'm going to leave those guys. No, I'm going to shoot with the lead guys for that reason. I'm going to sacrifice the HQ in that respect. All right, so 2 to make 4, the top guy, reduced guy, against your top M60. 2 dice. Dude, go. Miss, and then 3 to make 4 from the bottom guy. 3 hits.
Ooh, come on. All right.
This is, again, it's the usual. It's 4 plus 1 for concealment, 5 to make 5.
Yep.
Ah, there you go.
He's going to get 2.
All right, he's reduced and disrupted. That's much better. That puts me in a decent position there.
The whole thing. That's just 1.
And then the only other thing I want to check is if there's some obscure line of sight to your guys down there. Not. All right, who started this fire? You're fired. All right, that's it for them.
Yeah.
My HQ still got an op fire that they can do should you move. I doubt you will, but there you go. Next card.
Of course, you do realize there are a couple guys sitting and thinking, "Oh, just drive north around the city." Why can't we drive north around the city?
Sorry, it's the I'm playing a war game glass wall.
Infantry.
All right. So I gotta get rid of this BRDM. So what are my options here? He's vehicular, right?
That is correct. He's got a silhouette.
So I can shoot him with the dragon.
Yes.
Okay. That's when I'm gonna go.
All right.
He is 3, so that's just 3 plus the HQ bonus, so that's 5 hitting 4.
Is your HQ still at full strength? Yeah, 5 to make 4.
Yeah, I think so. All right, 5 to make 4. See what happens.
2. Now, I've got 1 to make 6 because 1 for me, 1 for the woods, 1 for concealed, and 1 because you fired an anti-tank guided missile into the woods. However, I can't get more than 2, so I've got 3 to make 6, basically. Can't get more than 2 because the maximum defensive bonus for... And I got nothing. And you scored 2 or 1? Did you score 2?
2. Wait, 2, right?
Hang on.
No, it was on.
It was 1.
Yeah, 4. So it was 2.
It was 2. Okay. All right. So he is reduced and disrupted and lucky to be alive.
And then I got to roll for my missiles, correct?
Yep. Oh man, these guys fire discipline like nothing I've ever seen. turns out their lieutenant was an instructor at the Dragon Firing School. Just one at a time. Make every shot count. And you're up.
Yeah, and then he's not the dragon's ops complete, and that's realistically all I'm going to do.
All right.
Let me see if that worked out well.
Patents.
Patents are regrouping.
All right, it's time to start hoping for some.
You haven't rolled.
Oh, did I pull my
yet.
disruption?
Yep.
Oh my goodness! Sorry. I got to roll for him.
I said regrouping. I didn't mean you didn't have to roll.
Oh.
All right, so let's see here. I'm just checking my stuff.
I remember only
Okay,
one in that stack is disrupted.
Yeah, and it's so I've got
The reduced one.
both of the reduced guys are disrupted, so I'll leave the HQ where he's at and roll for him first.
He's good.
Good. And then just roll 6 for the other one. He is not.
Ooh, ouch.
Okay. That was not great. All right. So, what do I want to try to hit here from the line of sight perspective? I guess I'm just going to try to. I'm just going to go after your stack in H1. You've already got a reduced unit in there.
Right.
If I remember correctly. Yeah. So I'm going to take a shot at him first with my reduced HQ unit. So that is 1, 2, 3. He's 6 though, so he's not.
Right. He's one.
So he's 5 for 5. I think. I am correct.
Hang on. I missed one thing. Let me explain for a second. Yeah, he's 5 for 5.
So 5 for 5, rolling.
Whoa.
3.
All right, and I've got 3 for 5. 3 for 6. 3 for 6. 3 for 5. All right. Nothing. He is fried, and the guy below him is disrupted. He's gone. He's disrupted. Bye-bye.
Okay, well, I'll take a pot shot at H1 again with the top unit in C5.
All right.
So he's 4 for 5.
Home. He's firing at him.
He's just straight 4 for 5. He got 3.
Oh my goodness. I saved 1, so he's still dead. Wreck, please.
But okay, because it couldn't have been a fire. But
no, because he's in the open.
so now, I guess the only remaining option I have here is my reduced unit.
He's disrupted, though.
He is disrupted, isn't he? Okay, so I'm done.
All right. Aha.
272s.
It's all in the timing. That fire
Yes.
is very inopportune. However, how are we going to do this? You've got, what do you have in them ones here?
Not much left.
Oh, you just got the one step with the HQ, right?
Yep.
Oh, all right, we're going.
And then one. So, yeah, I don't. It's not long for this world.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I can shoot from there.
You can shoot.
Correct?
Yes, you can.
I will take that.
All right.
So what's that? 3 on 4.
Yeah.
No, 4 to 5 at point blank should be.
No.
4.
It's.
Oh no, it's the full strength.
Full strength one's disrupted.
So 4 to 4.
Oh, it's the HQ's disrupted, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm just 4.
Yeah, 4 for 4.
Okay. All right. Only 1.
1, and I've got 3 to make 5, and I save.
All right.
Hey. All right. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna take our 1 to make 3 against your M1 HQ,
Mm-hmm.
and we score 1. And you have 4 plus 1 for the city's 5. You're not concealed, so 5 to make 5. And you save, and I'm going to do the same with the second guy. And he gets 4, so you got to roll yours again.
Oh.
All right. That's a kill. All right, now the
That's
HQ. The HQ again. I'm going to roll a die 6.
He was shooting at the M1s, not the patents. Aaron.
Not shooting at shooting the M1.
Sorry.
Oh, believe me, I'd much
Thank
rather
you.
have killed the F-60s, but no, not yet. So the M1 HQ is what I shot at. Let me roll for the HQ, and I'm going to add 2 because someone was eliminated in that hex. And once again, I roll the only thing I can roll that your HQ survives again.
And reattaches to the M1 in the
And reattaches
hex.
to the other unit because he's in the hex. Son of a Lupin. All right. Okay, let's repack him. Now we can assault. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Woohoo!
All right. Now it's time for the main event.
Right. All right. So I've got 6 to make 4.
Yeah.
I gotta get something here. 2. It's enough. You have 2 for the unit and 1 for the HQ. You have 3 to make. So he could ruin my day.
1.
And he gets 1. All right. It's 50-50 who it's on. I forget in the rules who picks. I think I might pick, but I'm going to roll randomly to see whether it's my HQ platoon or otherwise. 1 to 3, it's the HQ. It's not. All right. So the other guy's disrupted. Your guy is eliminated. Your HQ is suppressed.
No, he only got 2 hits.
You only got 2.
He's disrupted, wasn't he? Isn't that his disruption?
No, he wasn't disrupted.
No, he wasn't disrupted. It was the other unit. So he's just, he's disrupted and reduced.
My
He's
apologies.
disrupted
Absolutely.
and reduced. Now, you
He's
still lose the combat.
Yeah, you lose the combat and have to retreat.
No,
Okay.
Keith, you lose the combat. You got...
I did 2. He did 1.
I only did 1.
I didn't lose. He lost.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Boy, you wanted me to go on this assault, then you make me lose.
I didn't make you lose.
No, I won because I got 2 and he got 1.
Right.
So he has to retreat.
Yeah,
I
he
came
has
in
to
from
retreat.
G2. So he's got to go to, either the half hex above F1 or E1 or E2.
I'll go into E1.
All right, let's pull you out with the exploding here. All right, so you're going to go to E1 with a
A
disruption.
lot happening in turn 6.
Yeah, a lot happening in turn 6. Okay.
All right.
Now, I am armor, so I can actually take another hex. I just can't assault you, so I'm going to do that in the mud because it's really helpful in the mud. And then I'm going to continue to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right down the road. Now we're going to ping on your
Yeah.
Hey, my units just fell over there. Fell on top of your guys. Oh wow, what happened here?
And her rotated
Thank
somehow.
you. Yeah.
It's the physics engine.
Could you just attack me, please?
Yes, I can.
All right, 1 to make 3 against your M60 HQ in B4 here, and I score 1, and you have 3 to make 5, 1 for the woods, 4 to make 5. You're not concealed, so 4 to make 5. Oh, we disrupted him.
Yes.
All right, and then the second guy also scores, and you get 4 to make 5. Ah, I was so hoping again. But he's pretty. All right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He stays on the road though. And that, I believe, is that for them. I'm going to take all these off and just put it next to the HQ here, since they're all ops complete, just to make it a little clearer for the folks at home. Wait, we're all at home.
So quick question. I think I just got myself confused in which one you moved. You're not firing with anyone in F3?
Oh, shoot, I am. Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay. I was like, did I miss something here?
No, I did.
Not that I want you to take me out, but...
Yeah, we'll continue to ping the HQ.
Yeah.
And one guy scores 1, so you can take your 4 to 5. Yes,
That's that.
got him.
All right.
All right, so he's going there. The HQ is suppressed, so reduce him, and he goes into the suppressed box.
Yeah.
All right. And then these guys, what do I got here? So you've got a disrupted full strength. You have a full strength platoon and a disrupted reduced platoon. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. So then my last guy is just going to fire at the reduced disrupted platoon and scores 1. And you get the same 4 to make 5.
Mm-hmm. Save.
All right. So he's good. All right. So I am done. Whew. A lot happened in there.
That was a lot.
So in answer to your question from a turn ago, I did not know, but I think I'm doing okay now.
You're doing all right. You're doing all right.
But yeah, when that fire sprung up, I'm like, oh man. It's like a wall. It is.
All right. So
Your headquarters
Got
is
it.
suppressed, so you can't bring him on yet.
Right. You have to
Yeah.
roll command. You have to roll command for the hex. Just the hex.
whole. So yeah, just the hex.
Just the hex.
Yep.
So roll 2 die 6.
You're good.
They're in command.
You're good. All right. So now you can undisrupt. Or try to undisrupt it.
Yeah, do my disrupt. Come on, 2 roll. No, not.
No. Oh wow. Okay. But you have your one guy. He can take a shot. He can assault. He can move. Whatever.
Yeah, I think he's just going to take a point blank pot shot at your T-72 and D4.
Okay.
So that would be 4. 4 to hit 4.
Mm-hmm.
3 hits.
Oof.
Wow. With authority. Oof. All right. I've got plain old 3 to make 5. Plain old. Oh yeah.
That was really unnecessary.
All right.
Nothing right.
Keith, one thing I did want to point out. Someone in Twitch Jetstar pointed this out.
Yes.
You already had 2 units in G3. You moved those 2 stacks through both of them.
Oh, you did.
Oh.
Around him.
Okay. So these guys. I'm sorry, not that.
The guys in F3 and
The guys in F3 needed to move around. I wanted to. Well,
yeah.
because would they have had it? Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They would have been off the road, which is the key thing.
Yeah.
They would have
And
been
that's
there.
they still would have been. They still would have taken the shots. But for me, I was trying to stay on the road, so that's significant. So thank whoever that was for the catch on that one.
And you had this stack as well.
He'd be
I
back.
thought they led.
They might have.
They led because I'm pretty sure I led with them because
Okay.
I knew they were going to get the closest.
Alrighty. Sorry for interrupting.
Nope.
No, not at all. Not at all. All right.
And that was it for the patents, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, these pesky dragons.
Sorry, explode. Oh, come on. Get that marker out of there. Tedious. All right, so I guess we're going to take a shot here with the dragon at your disrupted.
Disrupted and reduced.
And
Yeah,
reduced.
you already am.
You already am. So, what am I doing there? That's 3, 5 hitting on 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
2.
2. And I've got 1 for me, 1 for the woods, and 1 because you did missiles into woods. So 3 to 6. Actually, is it 3 to 5? Hold on.
I think it's 3
3 to 6.
3 to 6.
3 to 6, yes. All right. So that was 1 save, and you scored
2 hits.
then you only needed 1. So
Yeah.
he joins his buddies in the destroyed. And I grab a rec marker here.
And I got a 10 for my missile check, so.
So much for that plan. Talk about not coming in piecemeal.
Mm.
So I think I got a missile reloading marker. I failed my.
Oh, okay. Grab that.
I'm just looking for one up here. I figured there's got to be the one somewhere.
There you go.
So he's in there where he belongs.
Right.
His op's complete, but did what he wanted to do. All right, that's it for them. They're not going to be able to get over and do much. Well, yeah, that's it for them.
Okay. Next card.
Yep.
There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this HQ off the card.
Oh,
wow.
so I found the other missing.
Oh, it was
index
hiding
card.
under the table
Yeah,
leg there?
it was hiding under the
Sure.
trim, so.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna put the HQ here. Is that right? The HQ there. Certainly take care of that. No, I'm gonna put the HQ there. Okay. So I got a lot of out of commands to roll for. I'm gonna start all the way on the left with the infantry, top to bottom. The infantry up here. And I'm rolling against a 6. He's in. The one south of him is out. The BMP behind them is out. The next BMP in the middle is in. Oh my goodness. I've never had so many be in, you know. Row is out and in. And next, and the BRDM-AT at the bottom is in. And then the next row, BMP is out. And then the other BMP is, this last one is in. I'm shocked, I tell you, to find Russians in command. Wow, okay. One, 2, 3, 5. So we've got this, these, T-55 AMs, and they have this stabilization. So I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm still only going to get one to make 6, but we're going to fire against the infantry.
Mm-hmm.
So, on a moving fire and miss. That's all right. HQ is going to roll up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be 2. Same thing, moving fire. 2 to make 6. Snake eyes? No. 3. That misses. Now, technically, he's ops complete, so he can't spot for fire. But that's what I wanted the BRDM for. Is there anybody that he can see? Oh, yeah, he can see somebody. Okay. My infantry in J6. Oh, he's out of command. Crap. And the guy there doesn't have a line of sight to the city here.
No.
Because of the woods here. He's too close to the woods here. The lower guy is too close to the woods there. So I'm looking for somebody who has a line of sight to it. The only thing I can think might be him, who line of sight in command, and that doesn't. So I think I'm just going to move the 2S1 then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really can't move him much farther without being. There's a minimum range of 7 for onboard indirect fire for self-propelled artillery.
Don't forget to change that to the grab.
Yeah, I do, but I actually don't want to move him. But I got to get somebody up on that ridge along with those tanks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stupid mud. Who thought of that roll? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That infantry should have been only 2 movement points because of mud.
Yes, for the mud. I'm sorry, 2. He's out of command. They're not moving anywhere. BRDM-AT no longer has a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got cover though. I will move the 2S1 up 1.
Did have another question from the Twitch gallery, asking the next activation, could the U.S. infantry unit right here fire its missiles then assault?
No, if you fire your missiles, you're going to be ops complete because you've chosen direct fire as your action. In that case, I would just assault. You don't get the missiles, but you get the 2 to make 4. On the other hand, it's 3 to make 4 with the missiles. So it's in that case, I'm sorry, I wouldn't assault, but it's either assault or fire the missiles in that particular case. I would go with the HQ. It's oh man, no, I would see Devin would assault.
I would definitely assault.
I would shoot because it's 4 to make 4 with the HQ and the dragon, because it's point blank range. So it's 4 to make 3. And the assault would be 3 to make 4 with the HQ versus 2 to make 4, so you might lose. And there's another tank platoon right behind it. So that's just, that's sort of my take on it. But everybody will make their own choice, as the saying goes. But so far, Objective A is holding out pretty well. Yeah, they're done. So that's why I cleared off all those ops completes to just the 1. Deb, how are we doing on time, actually?
We're 5 minutes over, yeah. I figure we could probably, there's only 6 ops cards left, and we need to put the end. Oh no, that was the extra one that we had. So
that was the extra
one. Yeah, there's 6 cards left, and 3 of them are end ops, and 1 of them is a battlefield event.
All right. If it's okay with you, Aaron, we'll, if you don't have anywhere to go, then we'll do this thing. All right.
Let's finish up the turn. Yeah.
Yeah. Your M1 HQ is still on the map.
Is it? Oh, yeah, that's true. All right. What do I got over there?
Yeah. All right.
Oh, everybody's.
Yeah,
you've got a reduced platoon. That's.
Hey, with an M1 and the HQ, that means it's full strength.
If he can undisrupt, which he does.
Which he does. They are still active, and that's one of the reasons why the M1s are. People are like, it's not a 120, it's a 105. It is one of the best units in this game because of all the things it can do.
Well, so obviously I'm going to take a shot at your headquarters here. Point blank. 4 to 4. 4 hitting 4.
4 on 4, yep.
All right. See what happens. Get some rolls for me here. 2.
Wow. All right. Trying to get to the dice-o-matic here. So I've got 3 to make 5. 2.
All right.
Okay. Sub's complete. Next card.
First in
and
ops.
Oh, no! No!
What were the odds of that? All right. We'll do it again.
Here we go. Boom, 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 boom.
On 1.
2
hits.
Oh, 2 hits force, right? Oh, yeah. So 2 hits. See what happens now.
Yeah, there we go. 1 save. All right, he's disrupted.
He's disrupted. It's something.
It is.
See what happens here. Do we have any? What do we have left?
And
That's it.
Yep.
That's
all
right. Good for this turn. All right. Now we could roll the battlefield event just for grins and giggles, because I guess we're going to wrap. So, because we're kind of out of time. But
yeah, and unfortunately, I will have to
run.
I think we all know what it's just a matter of making you pay dearly for every half.
Yeah. But let me go check the victory conditions for 2 seconds. So
yeah.
So, by the way, my objective, of course, was B. I wasn't hiding that.
Nope.
And that's what I sent to there. The West Germans win by exiting at least 3 ground units from the chosen unit X. I probably would have done that. If the East German exit 2 or fewer but controls A, the game's a draw. Any other result is a U.S. victory. So I probably would have won because all I had to do was get 3 of the T-72s off. I
really don't see how you couldn't have won.
Right, but I think this goes to show that we didn't need the infantry. Maybe that's, I think, why it got dropped in the mix there. So I'd have to, like I said, I have to go through my notes. But so thank you, Aaron. It was a great game.
Oh, hey, thanks for the game. I had a blast, and it's good to know that I only, I've been playing a lot. I've got the game physically. I played, just played it solo. I'm up through most of the scenarios, and I don't think
great.
I've made too many major rules mistakes, so it seems like I've been playing pretty much in line with what I'm supposed to.
Excellent. Yeah, it's people rules mistakes. Even I make rules mistakes. Ask Devin.
Yep.
Ask Jeff Schulte. He's like, I always like to play with him around because he keeps me honest. Because I have like 6 versions of the rule running through my head. Heard me say that. It's like, which one do we pick? I don't remember which one we picked unless I go to the rules themselves. And he's like, no, that's not the rule. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Well, thanks for the game, Keith, and Devin, thanks for hosting.
Well, thanks
You're
for,
welcome, Aaron.
thanks for
Thank you
showing
so
up.
much for stopping by. It was a
Appreciate
pleasure to play with you.
It was my pleasure.
And for
Have a
those
great
of
day,
you
everybody.
out there on the stream, that's going to wrap it up. That's the weekend for us. That's our 3rd game of 3. Questions, comments, concerns, complaints, criticisms in the comment section below. And I'll talk to everybody later. See ya!